it was just such a pleasant surprise, dude.
Dude, this is so good. This is so good.
Yeah, those just shout out Tay, man. Look, you're gonna get the shout out because this is the finale and we told you we did watch it already. So thank you for the gifts, yo. We're gonna show y'all at one point, probably on X.
I was gonna say we'll just post them.
And post it
Like
on
we're allowed.
X.
Yeah, okay. I was like, we're
And we'll
allowed to do that,
tag
right?
Tay. We'll tag Tay too, dude.
Well, yeah. Tate's definitely getting all the credit. I've never felt so loved in my entire life. I even showed Megan, as your request, Tay, of course. And when I showed Megan, she said, "Well, at least somebody loves you." So Tay,
Damn.
there it is.
Respect,
That's for
dude.
you.
Yeah, shout out Tay. We used to be mortal enemies. But now we're compatriots.
I think you need to get a Whitney T-shirt, Joseph, and I
Dude, I
think you
actually
need to
would. I
wear
would
it.
definitely. I would.
Okay, all right. You know
Hopefully,
what? Now I'm
someone
gonna have to
out
get you
there,
one.
maybe you
No, no, no. I'm
custom
gonna
make
get you
stuff.
one.
How about you tell Megan to go make me another
I was
shirt,
gonna say the wife could actually do it easily.
but show him dying in basic training.
No, because isn't there like, oh no, 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 it's a bomb that's
Do one of those
exploding.
like airbrush ones, like, and it's Whitney
What if, what
with
if
Letterman
I,
though. I need the Letterman on.
what if I have Tina as Whitney hitting a baseball bat against a guy's face while the mother watches?
Yeah, I like that one. Shit, if you just gave me a shirt of Tina, I'll take that too.
Yeah, that's not what I was. That's not
I'll
what we're
get you
doing here.
Adam. I'll get you Adam. You get me Whitney.
Okay, no, no, no. No matter what, I want an Adam shirt.
I kind of want one too, but I think I don't know. I get a Whitney. You get an Adam.
But now you're. By the way, I want like kind of the first interactions between him and Lana. I want him insulting her when they first meet. Just that shot.
I want no. I want this just the still of Adam kicking Lana in the stomach.
But it was at night. It may be hard to see.
Now I'm gonna make sure he's showing his face.
No, 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 Joseph. The front of it is the kick. The back of it is Lana flying into the dresser.
Or I'd get a shirt of just Lana like mid crying face because she was so bad at it.
Yeah. Okay. I want a shirt after she saw Clark and Simone. I want that cry.
Or just right there, Clark and Lana under the tree making out.
Okay, no, but I need like up close swallowing the
Yeah. I
face.
want it like
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
opening their mouths and they're about to touch. Like,
Yes.
All right. Anyway, sorry, sidetracked, dude.
By the way, those are some great fucking shirts.
I know. Maybe we just make them ourselves and sell them.
Yeah, I think that they would immediately send a cease and desist because now I don't even know if I said that right.
Cease
Now,
and desist. Yeah.
stars of the show know us, Joseph. All thanks to Tay.
Yeah.
Tay,
We're hopefully Aaron Ashmore has an account so I can tag him when I post that.
yeah, and I even told Joseph, hey, I'm not sure if you think so too, but definitely Davis knew who he was when it came to the show, when it came to what's going on. I love the cameo. Aaron Ashmore, Jimmy. I'm not sure if he knew or if he thought Chloe was a real person in today's world and Jimmy was somebody else that wasn't him. So I didn't know if he knew that it was talking about the show. Either way, he's still Jimmy the hero because that just means so he's the one that gets high.
Yeah. He's the real CK.
And you know what? I have to respect that. It's still Jimmy the hero Olsen.
Yeah, man.
Fantastic
Shout
though.
out Jimmy.
Jesus Christ. No,
Because
shout out Tay.
speaking of
Shout out Tay. All right.
shout out
More
Tay,
shout outs.
man. We
More
love
shout
you.
outs.
We love you. Dude, you still didn't even give Joy a shout out, man. What happened to that?
I'm gonna have to wait till the awards because I have more questions for Joy today.
Yeah, you better write that shit down, dude. But
Oh
yeah,
no, no,
sorry.
no.
Joy, don't think we
Joy,
forgot
there's
about you.
more now. I have something because sorry, Joseph, I just wanted to interrupt you just to say one thing. I hate this episode.
So, a little background. Me and Taylor hit the fucking beach, dude. We hit the sand and we hit the waves. We watched it while we were at the beach, man. We watched it. And boy, did we have a blast. We had a blast, huh? Loved watching the epic things that happen in this episode.
I wasn't
Hey,
there. I have children, guys. So obviously I was not there. Joseph is making this story up.
he was
So
there. He was right next to me on the couch.
I got a break from the kids, everyone. So it was it was a great time. And I
We
will
got fucking hammered, dude.
yeah, and that was thanks to not only dude, Megan and her sister. That's the thing, everyone. There is another little Megan.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I blame them for
Crazy.
that.
Yeah, it's their fault. And the other thing is, whoever gave me that fucking fireball warm shot, Megan, is the real villain.
That's the villain of the season. Off script.
Funny enough, fireball's the thing that ruins us.
Welcome.
Ask, ask Linda Lake. Am I right?
She don't play well with fire. Yeah. Um, it's a big deal, everyone. We're on finale. Season 8
Shout
finale.
out Tay!
Shout out fucking Tay, dude. Finale.
By the way, all
Tay.
episode. Sorry if your name's not Tay.
Yeah, Tay's getting spoiled, man, because you know what? They spoiled us. They fucking spoiled us, all right? But yeah, amazing. Amazing. It's finale time. Holy shit. Season 8 is almost a wrap here. It's crazy. Remember, we got awards. All right. If you need them, find some way to let me know so I can send you the nominations. We already talked about that. I mean, I guess we can go over it briefly one more time. One more time on the
Yeah.
official
Yeah, no, I mean, I would
categories.
hope. I feel like that we were up to date. We finally got it out early this year.
We did. We did.
Yeah, no excuses.
This is how they go. It's best and worst categories. Episode, kiss, fight, Clark moment, Lois moment, plan, power, pervert, and then apparently best Joseph impersonation. If you want to do honorable mentions for Taylor, because he's done some too, yeah, do that. Best character of the season is a new one, and then I Can't Believe They Are Still Alive award, which we've done before. Yeah. So the other new one is the impersonation. Sorry about that.
Yeah, just wanted to talk about himself real quick, everybody. He just wanted to make sure that you vote for the
Taylor made
impersonation.
that fucking category, dude. I don't know why he's giving me shit about it.
All right, man. I'm just telling you what
He wants
you're
to give me
wanting.
love, dude.
I do,
My
and that's
name's not Tay, dude.
because
Chill out.
shout out. So, I do want to also say with the categories, there were some others. Again, do not include Lex. What you can include if you want to have some bonuses is definitely maybe a worst and best Chloe moment. You could also give me a worst and best Jimmy. You guys can add your own categories. And
Lana was in
again,
5 episodes, remember, so you can give us a best and worst on her too.
yeah, so again, if you guys come up with your own that you're wanting to mention as far as the best and worst, please let us know because some of these have already been great and we will be talking about them. Regardless if it's a category that we pick or not, you're still going to have things talked about.
What about like a favorite moment of the season? That's a fun one, dude.
Yeah, I still think worst and best friend. Also, favorite moment. Yeah, but then you got to do, all right, what's the worst moment of the season?
Yeah. Maybe we should
There's
do
a
that like
lot.
maybe
There's a
at the
lot.
very end. We do best and worst moments of the seasons when we're all done with them.
I think we should have 100 categories.
That sounds good.
It's going to be a 5-hour show.
Dude, we'll do it live.
Dude, it's like the
No
Oscars, how they
breaks, not
used to
even
be.
piss or shit. Um,
Wait, wait, what?
you heard me. Um, yeah, so kind of crazy. You know, we're the two nerdy idiots. It's the Somebody Save Me podcast.
I hate this episode.
Shout out Tay.
Shout out to A, season finale.
But yeah,
Hey,
Taylor hates it. We did talk about it. We think already, just to let you know, it's the weakest of the finales so far.
there's
Because
probably
I even went back and I was reviewing. I was like, nah, that one went crazy. Like early, oh man, you can never beat season 1 finale, dude. When he runs to that tornado, bro. What a
I think
cliffhanger.
I think even some of the corny endings. The crazy thing is, I feel like the only one that truly got me going, ooh, when it came to a season finale moment is Lois. Thank God. At least her moment here in the season finale. Whoa, wait. I got to
Like what
find out.
happened to her? Yeah.
Yeah, I got to find out for next season. Everybody else, no. You know what? All y'all can go away for a little bit. All
No,
right.
dude, Clark, man, he's sad.
First episode can be all about Lois and what the hell was happening with her. Everybody else, go to hell.
Yeah, and think about that too, man. I mean, I even thought about that one where the fake Kara, the early one, came in out of the cave and took Clark.
Yeah, it wasn't that like she wanted to do him, even though they were supposedly cousins. But
Yeah,
that was the one time he really was thinking about it. Okay, he
yeah.
really was. Maybe not the other
Jarrell, that was Jarrell's original plan, and he was like, "Oh shit, it didn't work. So, well, I guess I'll bring in the real cousin. Maybe he won't."
repopulate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jarrell's like make a baby for me, Clark.
Do it for love. I did that for you.
Maybe it'll be a
Um,
fake baby too.
hey
Maybe
yo,
they were the original.
shout out Tess, dude. Shout out Tess.
For what?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Shout out Tess, man. She has a pretty cool moment right at the very end. The very end. Uh,
No, test
yo,
for
shout out
the
Jimmy, dude.
test is
Totally retarded.
I'm not gonna. We're not gonna get into Jimmy. Just leave that alone. Leave that alone.
Shout
Um,
out Jimmy, dude.
what's crazy is that somebody tried to make a play for worst villain or worst friend of the season here at the end. And spoiler, it's not Chloe. It's pretty crazy. This person truly goes all out here at the end. He said, "How long do I have left? She's leading the race. Watch this shit."
Yeah, dude. I remember we were even reacting like, "What is happening? Why is he doing this? Why?" Like,
Why is everybody acting this way? Also, if I'm Clark, I may kill all of you now.
yeah, bro. I wouldn't give a fuck about anyone either. I'm with Clark on this. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, we're coming
Brightburn.
fresh. We're coming fresh off of Beast, dude. Right? No, sorry, Injustice. Injustice.
See, and that's what this episode seems sped up, and Justice seems sped up. I don't know if they had an idea of exactly how to make these full-on storylines. These two, these two should have been better for what they were.
Yeah, considering season 8. Hey, but that was the trend, right? Last half, you gotta make it dog shit.
You know, some people out there enjoy my sadness when it comes to this season, and guess what? This season has pissed me off. I still stand by the first 10 episodes. If you take it for what it is, that ending even is absolutely magical. When
Get
it
off your high
comes,
horse, Taylor.
I'm going to stay on it even higher. I'm going to stack another horse. Even when it comes though
Mega
to
horse.
mega horse. Go horses. Nay, nay,
Mega
nay, nay.
horse.
But I do want to say with this whole second half and me being able to deal with the Lana, the Chloe saga, things could have been better. And I have so many questions for the writers. Were they different people as far as like each episode where they didn't watch anything previous? I'm so lost with retcons everywhere.
Veritas. Yeah. You know what? It's a big time. It's a very important time right now. We just gotta dive in. But remember, leave the 5 stars plus the 3 comment to make it 8 for season 8, dude.
This is 5 stars for the finale. Like
5
that's
stars for
it.
now.
This is
5 stars for
it.
Jimmy. 5 stars for Clark. 5 stars for Oliver, the bestest friend you could ever have.
Man, I don't know who's worse. This is nuts.
But yeah, shout out to the fans, especially Tay. And maybe
Tay,
just
shout out.
specifically Tay.
Shout out. We forgot. Shout out. Tay.
Again, if you follow us on X, aka Twitter, you'll see the post soon. It's pretty cool. So, this is Doomsday, episode 22 of season 8. Smallville. It's time, man. It's time to put punctuation marks on some of these people. Am I right?
Stop talking to me right now. I don't
Taylor's so ready to start it, so let's do it!
Even from this opening scene, it's stupid.
What? Someone's flying in, bro. And you know who it is? It's not Martian Manhunter. Nope. And it's not even Clark. You thought. It's our boy, Rockruff.
Yeah,
Cosmic Boy, sorry. If you know Cosmic Boy, he was from Legion. Alright, he gave the Legion ring. He has a gay dude on his team named Garth.
I do want to say when this person first flew in, my first guess was this is going to be like a new hero. My second guess was going to be Clark. The moment I saw Rockruff, I was pissed off already. And the other thing I was extremely mad at in this scene is that Rockruff is here in order to tell Clark that, hey, I want to give you your ring back. Why just didn't he not destroy it? You didn't use it for anything else, so he could have just hidden the ring away, where now I don't have to see Rockruff come on my screen again. But instead, this asshole flies down, and he is once again saying, Clark, uh, you're not in the future anymore, man. But Chloe's there. And you want to know why? Because you helped her with Brainiac. But don't worry, pussy. If you take this ring and you throw Doomsday into this ring, into the future, we're ready. We're ready. Garth's like, I'm not going to miss a stabbing again this time, guys.
I'm gonna drink so much blood!
I don't understand why we just didn't destroy the ring. Where now I don't have to see this asshole again.
Yeah. Cosmic Boy traveled 1,000 years to do all this. That's right, ladies and gents. Mm-hmm.
And
So,
it also proves that their future constantly changes. So even with their first introduction of them just automatically wanting to kill Chloe, I guess they finally realized that it never stays the same, that it can change, in fact, depending on what this Clark does, because he is, in fact, a different Superman. All I know is he admitting he's wrong too again?
you talking about Clark taking the blame?
No, Rockruff. Is he going to ever admit it?
Oh, dude, no. Why would he?
Also, it's another person telling Clark, kill him.
All I know is that Garth was probably furious when he found out about Chloe being saved, and it just caused more trouble because he wanted to drink her blood.
He brought out two knives this time around.
Mm-hmm. Maybe three. But yeah, it's all Chloe's fault, which usually that's the case, huh? Um, yeah. I'd never take back my choice to save her. But yeah, he just gives him the ring, right? So
Because he says now, because of Chloe, you cannot defeat him. What's crazy though is the fact that Clark is like, she doesn't love him. Okay.
yeah. Hey, why is he in such denial?
I don't know. I have no idea. And I think it's because they're really trying to make it so, because again, we'll get to all of it. They really are trying to make it seem like she is doing this for Clark. Clark knows that he is to blame, that she is doing this for him, so he feels bad. She doesn't love him.
No, like, dude, she took out bags of body parts to the trash can for him. Pretty sure she blew him like many times.
She sent you to Alaska, idiot. She's not your friend anymore. Why would she send you to Alaska if she was still wanting to do all this for Davis? Because she's a bad person, Clark.
Yeah. And so Rock, Cosmic Boy, really tries to yell at this man. And is like, dude, you don't understand. There's nothing that will stop Doomsday from killing you. You need to fucking do it. Here's the ring. Send him back. A FYI, tomorrow is the day you die. See you in 1,000 years.
That's our intro. Season finale.
Rock's gone, man. Cool. Hey, man, we'll see you later, Cosmic Boy. Thanks for this pit stop.
Yeah, that's all. By the way, it's the only time he's in this episode. Like I said, I thought it was going to be somebody new. It's not. It was Rockruff coming back for that scene specifically just to give Clark the damn ring.
It was dope, right?
No, you shouldn't have destroyed it to begin with. And it just goes back to the writers like, oh, yeah, why do we do that?
Yeah. Man. So we're starting off big, man. We're starting off big. We got
Opening
callbacks.
scene.
We got
Opening scene.
callbacks.
Here it is.
Legion.
Callbacks to still the second half of the season. Not the first, the second.
That's right. Because remember, the first half didn't matter. Who's
It, ma-
Maxima?
it mattered to grilled cheeses.
Oh, yeah. What about Vladimir? Johnny Appleseed.
Johnny.
No,
Kiss.
Big pussy.
Sit on my face.
Johnny Appleseed, you cannot go. You're my favorite. So yeah, Chloe and Davis, after the opening intro, looks like they're having date night.
Yes, date night all around here. This is fantastic.
Ed City. Wow, shout out Ed City, man. For the finale, dude, that's so sick. But yeah.
Question. I have a question for you, Joseph. Before you go on, don't worry. You can definitely have this because I get my special person the whole episode, so you definitely get them. What I want to ask you: can Clark hear them right now?
I don't think so. But yet he heard Chloe screaming last episode.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking.
Sorry, fake Chloe. Fake Chloe. This is the real Chloe. The one that can keep Davis's boner down.
All right, continue to say.
Right. So they're looking at constellations, dude. It's literally date night. They have like Taco Bell next to them. And I'm pretty sure that's Taco Bell.
You know what? They're just like us.
Dude, just like us, man. Poor, homeless,
murderers.
Yeah, murderers, psychos, manipulators, yeah. So
Cheaters.
Davis is like, Chloe, you're so silly. That's Demeter. She has her daughter Persephone was taken by Hades to the underworld. And Demeter, she enlisted the gods' help to find her daughter. But when Hades offered Persephone her chance at freedom, to everyone's surprise, Persephone chose to live underground with the Dark Prince. What the fuck are you talking about, Davis?
Bro, I thought we got rid of Lex.
Dude, this is how you know they actually hung out as kids, dude. I think Lionel kept him longer for a week. I don't know.
Okay, I really thought the same thing. I go, there's no way they just had a week together and Lionel let him go. That is a lie. It would make much more sense if they would have been spending more time together. That was a Lex moment. What the hell was that? Like
even Chloe looks at him like, I don't know if she's scared or she's just flabbergasted that this idiot knows this shit.
Oh my god, he's smart too.
Fuck. Yeah, so
But not yet. I need the Taco Bell to settle.
Yeah, don't do it. And then Dave's like, we're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we? We're gonna do this. Slow down and build a life together. And as long as we keep the gods from hunting us, we'll be alright. Okay.
No, this is so romantic. Dude, I am into this couple. No. I would be into them if Jimmy was dead, but he's not. All right? Because he's not. This makes Chloe these are weirdos.
A two-timing whore.
Two-timing whore.
Two-timing whore.
It's just, this is ridiculous. This isn't for protecting Clark. This is because you're really wanting this guy. Like, come on.
Dude, the way you just turned over on your side to just stare him into his soul, bro, you love this dude.
You love this man. You think he's so hot. Don't try to give me this. I'm doing this for you, Clark.
Oh, you know something we didn't point out in last episode? Tom directed that shit, dude.
For Injustice?
Tom directed Injustice.
You know what? That's fine with me because, Tom, I will give you credit. I liked Injustice a lot more than this one.
That's true. Yeah.
So shout out Tom.
I'll take grilled cheeses.
More importantly, Joseph, shout out Tay. Okay? Shout out Tay.
You know, Usually Taylor's wrong about a lot of things, but yeah, damn it, he's right once again. All right. Shout out Tay. All right. Shout out fucking Tay, dude. Okay. Let's go to the next scene, man. Next scene, we're at the Luther Mansion. Oh, sorry. Someone made a joke recently, and they called Tess the Diet Lex Luthor, and I thought that was phenomenal. She's Diet Lex Luthor.
I don't know who she is. I, I don't know
Actually, now
who.
that I think about it, I
I
don't know
mean,
who the fuck this person is.
is she the one yelling at Charles Barkley to get out of here? You shouldn't
Be
even be here.
gone, wannabe!
Or is Tess Charles Barkley in that scene? That's what I'm still trying to figure
Yeah,
out.
you don't know if she's coming in here like, these weren't real Luthers. But then you're like, am I a Luther?
Yeah. Or do you even know what they were doing the whole time? Are you even tough? Even this part, Joseph, again, you have the scene. I have such a problem with this part because now I'm like, oh no, we've lost Tess now. Tess is gone at this point.
Dude, and George is still here too. By George, I mean the security guard. Yeah, Tess is here talking about, tell me you have a lock on their location, George. Huh? We traced the radiation left on Bloom after he attacked Neutron, but we've got another problem. Shout out Neutron, we saw you for like 30 seconds last
Joseph, we
episode.
never saw Neutron. We
No, like
never
shout out
ever saw
Neutron,
Neutron.
30 seconds.
We never saw him
30
at
seconds to
all.
Mars.
No, no, that's not what we're doing. No, that's not how long it really takes to Mars, Connor.
You never know. Um, yeah, so we're tracking down Davis and Chloe right now.
What I do love though is that so with the scene and with George then saying very urgently that there is something wrong, we then go to the safe of the Luthers, where Tess was able to store that wonderful purple orb that said that she was going to save Candor. I still did not understand that part, even with this episode. I don't understand it. With this scene though, it, the safe is completely destroyed. George says it looks like whatever it was came from the inside. Tess, who the fuck broke into my safe, huh, George? No, it looks like it's going in. And the metal is completely coming out. Tess has no, I don't know if Tess is brainwashed, but Tess is confusing me. And also, I don't think this thing is going to save the world if it's doing something like that in the safe.
Yeah, also, now I'm thinking about it with the rewatch, we didn't find out who takes this orb, right?
Somebody takes this orb?
Well, the orb's gone.
Way to fucking spoil it.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that I thought somebody came out of the orb.
Oh, you're saying that? Oh, but I didn't spoil shit. What are you? I'm speculating here. They're saying
I feel
where's
like you're
the
telling me
orb?
there was a thief.
But I'm saying who would steal? Like they don't say who steals it, right? So that
No, they
means
don't say
did
it
it
at
get
all.
stolen? Yeah, I don't know. It could be leading to you, and what you're thinking.
Okay. All right. I'm just
I
making
didn't spoil
sure.
shit, dude. Chill out, man.
Dude, hey, does some like I'm just wondering if there's like a thief that appears that we're gonna get
A
a
shadow
flashback
thief.
of them breaking into the Luther mansion safe and then finding the purple orb where they are the ones that then get the powers and have something take over, which we do find out what that is at the end. But Joseph, the safe, like I said, it looks like that it was whatever was inside, it burst out. So that would mean that it came from the
That
orb,
is
was what I
true
was
because
thinking.
even the case inside
Yeah.
that held it was like weirdly bent. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I immediately thought. Also, it's just weird that the Candor thing came up now. That's where I really was confused. But
Yeah,
again,
last episode. Talking about
yeah,
like at the end. Yeah,
there's no tie into that.
Candor, dude.
We what happened after that scene though? Did the glowing of the purple just go down?
Yeah. She just embraced it real quick and it's like, oh, that tickled, and then went to sleep.
And then went to sleep that night normally, or had Oliver still naked in her bed.
No. He was tied up.
Oh, okay. Fucking
Yeah.
hate that guy.
So Next scene is Clark at the Daily Planet, and he's looking at his new and improved Legion ring. He's looking at it like, why did that idiot give me another one? I'm just going to go destroy this shit. He
I
puts
put
it in
down.
a case and puts it in his drawer at his desk.
I told Joseph that was the worst place he could put that.
Dude, nah.
Why
What
wouldn't
do
he
you
put it in his
want? Do you
pocket?
want office desk drawer? Or do you want the classic toolbox or tool shed?
I would rather toolbox tool shed. I
Why?
store
Because it's
everything there.
small. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything. Maybe we should split up the items.
So I'm gonna put it in the top drawer of my desk. It doesn't even lock.
Wait, maybe he locks it, dude.
Lois goes in there all the time.
Hopefully that's not his snack drawer.
It looked like that drawer was empty.
Because he ate all the snacks. Sorry, Lois ate all the snacks.
Bear claws.
Damn it. Honey buns. So
Ew, old honey buns that Clark store.
someone was throwing out the expired ones from the vending machine down the hall, and he was like,
No, no, no,
"Hey,
no,
what are you
no,
doing?
no. Hey, bring him over here.
Hey, these are still good for like another month, man." I know who'll love them. Her name's Lois.
Or he's playing a prank on her where when she eats them, all he's going to say, "You ate rotten
Nice
food."
prank.
Joke's on you.
Fuck yeah, dude. Nice prank. So actually, what's revealed here is that Clark is writing up a nice article about himself. He's writing to the citizens of Metropolis, and he's basically saying, bye. This is the goodbye letter because I'm about to do some crazy shit to make sure y'all don't die. Meaning, keep being the hero after I'm dead and gone. Clark's leaving us, man, and he signs it off as the red blue blur. I would read this out, but me and Taylor did pause and read it. It's boring as fuck.
Joseph, you know what? This is season finale. You know what? You're being the asshole right now. You've done this every time. Read the whole thing.
Damn it!
You started this. You're going to finish it, damn it.
You're right. Shout out Tay. Um,
Shut out.
to the citizens of Metropolis, you have welcomed me into your city and allowed me to make it my home. I will always be grateful for that, which is why I cannot leave without saying goodbye. This newspaper has made me into what you think I am, an example, a symbol, a hero. But the truth is, I'm simply one of you. The only difference is that my days in the shadows and my nights on the streets, specifically Fifth and Main, have allowed me to see what
Maybe
you've
the
lost.
fifth in Maine would have been great.
If you just put like shout out Fifth and Main, allowed me to see what you've lost sight of. The good in each of you. I've seen regular people do crazy shit. I've seen you help each other up after you've been knocked down. I've seen you stand together when times are tough. I've seen the smallest act make the biggest change.
I
If
haven't seen
I've
that.
done, huh?
I haven't seen that in Metropolis. Have you?
Fifth and Main is still Fifth and Main.
I
I've
was gonna
seen no
say,
improvement.
has Murder Street gotten better?
If I've done anything right, I hope it's helped you realize one person can make a difference in the lives of others. That Metropolis doesn't need a hero. Have faith in yourself and you will find hope in each other. Remember, it's not the mask that makes the hero. It's the choices we make and the desire to do what's right. I've seen that desire in all of you. It inspired me to promise I would do everything in my power to protect this city. But I can't promise that I'll be around forever. One day, there may be a fight I cannot win. But if that day comes, please keep fighting without me to make the world a better place, specifically Fifth and Main. Be the heroes I know you are.
Burn it to the ground.
Signing off, the Red Blue Blur. Ladies and gentlemen, god damn, that took forever. Yeah, so I read it exactly how Clark wrote it, okay? Word for word, verbatim. I think he has a problem with Fifth and Main. I'm not sure, but I understand.
Don't worry. Hey, I'm gonna save my rant And after you finish the scene,
Lois is here and angry because Clark is doing nothing but sitting on his ass, and she's like, "Chloe's missing, and what are you fucking doing, huh?" Clark just looks at her, annoyed, by the way, and just ignores her. And he just says, "No one wants to find Chloe more than I do. Okay? Maybe me, Clark. I haven't slept in days. I'm literally running off of caffeine. Oh, I hadn't noticed. Why are we being such a dick to Lois right now?"
all right, cool. Here, let's pause real quick, Joseph. So this, as I mentioned, I only like one, maybe two people in this whole episode. Clark is not one of them. Joy, hey Joy. All right, with your email, how long it was, and describing the attraction and everything between Lois and Clark. Again, I was with you with the first 10 episodes here, and this is what I've actually despised about the season finale. Because I have a question for you too. If this was a, if this was Lana, is he going to tell Lana everything about him? Is he then going to kiss Lana, reveal his powers to her in order to explain his emotions, his feelings that he, in fact, loves her? You know what this whole episode between them showed me? Clark does not like her.
Dude, he's saying
Dude, she's a
goodbye
friend. She's a
to.
good bud. She's not
He's.
somebody that he wants right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. Just like you said, he acts like a fucking dick this entire episode to her. And then when he does his little move here, I'm going to have the red blue bird be sweet to her. Bro, you don't even tell her who you are, and yet you're saying you're going to die. So Lois is never going to know. You never thought that Lois should know who you are. Clark, in my mind, you don't love her. You can go to hell.
Dude, he's so torn between saying bye to Fifth and Main and telling Lois everything right now, okay? He's just so torn, okay? It's
Joy,
heartbreaking.
why does he not tell Lois if he loves her?
Oh, you know she's gonna come back with a crazy email
I
for
hope
me.
she does. This episode bothered the hell out of me. Even with what happens, Clark doesn't care.
Yeah, so Clark just ignores her, it's writing. She goes up to him to see, oh, okay, well, what are you writing over here? Let's see what's really important. He immediately exits out. She makes a face. She is hurt by that. She's like, wow, another bullet ricocheted, huh? Cool. And Clark says nothing. He literally he's not even looking at her. He's just sitting there. She just goes, forget
If
it.
I never come back, I want Lois to hate me.
Look, maybe he's having a hard time saying bye to her, dude. What if this is their last moments and he's just being that asshole?
This is the worst possible conclusion you could ever. This is the worst idea. This may be worst plan.
No,
If you're
we
trying
go.
to tell me that's his mindset, this is worst plan. If you're trying to say, and enjoy, I'm even gonna say it to you. If you're trying to tell me, oh, he's doing it for her in order to protect, in his mind, he's doing the right thing. No, no, no. He is an asshole. And if this was Lana, be like, Lana, look what I can do, and he would punch a wall or something. Either way, he is telling her he does not want to tell Lois because she's a good bud.
Yeah, so Clark decides to get up and go down the hall to the phone booth and call Lois off his cell. And he's now the red blue blur. So we're going to talk really deep. Miss Lane.
Lois then says, hold on a sec. Clark, did you say something?
I shit you not, he's down the hall. Like, you could hear it. No one else is in the office.
She would have been able to hear the door open.
Like, she would have heard it on the other ear and then heard it inside the phone.
Yeah, he easily is speaking loud enough to where she's gonna notice. Also, them being the only ones in the office right now too, it just makes it worse.
Hey, Lois, I just wanted to tell you, I am searching for your cousin, Chloe. How the fuck do you know Chloe? Don't worry about it. Just know I am gonna find her, okay? I just wanted to assure you, you're the best. I love you.
No, he doesn't say that.
I've been keeping an eye on you.
Instead, he wants to play good cop, bad cop with himself. This is kind of weird too. I'm
No,
not.
he's doing it to her. What do you mean?
Clark's the dick, Red Blue Blur. He's the real hero.
Yeah, he's
Not me,
hot
Lois.
and he's
I fucking
nice.
hate you, Speed Wet Lois. I think you're the best.
Literally the one she actually wants more.
This is so weird.
I would. Definitely wants Clark over Red Blue Blur. Like what? Come on now. All right.
So I want her to fall in love with this superhero. I don't want her to love me anymore. I don't understand what the plan is with this. I absolutely hated how he was with her and how he's acted.
Look, Lois. I know your friend
Joseph,
Clark
compare
sucks.
it to the first 10 episodes. Again, when you are leaving that type of kiss, and by the way, I'll get to it in the awards, don't worry. But when you're leaving with them about to kiss, and then you have Lana appearing, which by the way, I did enjoy. I really enjoyed that moment so much. I love being blue balled. But with that moment, you can't just like let it go the way they did. And now it's like Clark looks like he's gonna spit on her. This is so like not what I was expecting at all, and not what I was ever wanting. You were building. There were building blocks that were actually put in place to be able to show that something was growing, something could be there. Instead, I'm like, so next season, are they going to try to pull this shit again? Are they just going to be like, oh, look, Clark really does love her? It's season 8. He hated her.
Dude, you don't have any fucking clue, bro. Shut up over
You know what? I don't, but I know right now he is not like her.
there. He doesn't. He has to play the persona, man. You know, like
Playing hard to get when you think you're going to die. Yeah, okay, great.
That's the best strategy, to be honest. So yeah, hey Lois.
He made out with Chloe.
I know we I know we don't really know each other like that, but I need a favor. I need you to publish a letter for me. What letter? And it's literally the one he typed up, and I don't know how he managed to print it, but he gave it to Lois. Now
Yeah, he
Lois
has
Harriet.
super speed. The printer does not.
Yeah, I don't understand. Did he hack the printer?
Maybe the printer's in the phone booth that he's in.
He had to shut the door so she wouldn't hear it.
Exactly, but she definitely knows where he's at.
Yeah. He's like, if anything happens to me, will you promise me you'll publish it? Goodbye? Wait, what do you mean goodbye? What the fuck? Clark's probably like, Lois, what are you yelling? Shut up, Clark!
Hey,
But,
Lois, do you want to see a magic trick?
but I thought you were invincible. Why would you leave? I was wrong. Okay, I want to meet you. Lois demands to meet him. I have to see your face. I have to see you. We have to fuck.
I don't care what you look like.
Yeah, he's like, I promise, that's not a good idea. She just.
Why not? Because I'm bad. Sometimes when you're as bad as me, you just need to stay away.
So Lois, how do you? So Clark. Sorry. So Red Blue Blur. How do you feel about phone booths?
You hear a phone ring, and it could be anybody. But a
Lord.
ringing phone still has to be answered, doesn't it? So does that mean you like them or what?
So you want to go to 4th and Main, Lois? You know what that's next to, right? Yeah, I promise it's a safe phone booth. So they just made a date.
They cleaned the blood off of it yesterday.
There'll probably be more later, so we gotta get there early.
As long as the sun's up, it's okay.
Unbelievable. But yeah, they have a date now. That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I don't think they have a date though. I don't think that's what occurs at all. That's she says midnight, he says I won't be there.
Dope.
He even looks weird when he says it too. He's like, midnight, it's kind of late.
It's like, fuck, man. I got things to do. I gotta go to bed.
If anyone can save Chloe, I know it's you. Clark doesn't say where he's like, I don't know, that's true.
I
Hangs
told you
up.
they made a date already. We're done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Scene's
He's
over.
really believing in that date. He really was telling the truth in that moment right there. I could tell by his face he's gonna be there tonight. I can just tell.
He is.
He's not going to be there at all. And the fact that he thinks that everything's going to be settled by midnight when he has this ultimate plan that's going to be taking place. What is it? All right. Split Doomsday, kick him in Phantom, home by 10.
That's a good schedule, man. You know, you gotta have routine. You gotta have routine, dude. Red, blue, blur. He's got routine. Okay. He's also
Clark
got to make sure he's on Fifth and Main after midnight because that's when it's prime time.
Clark was never going to show up. I don't believe him. I think he just lied to her.
Whatever, dude. Okay, but look. Next scene, we go back to Clark, but it's next day, and we're at the Clark barn. My man is looking so
Wait,
sad.
wait. Now that makes me ask a question. Did she mean midnight that night, or did she say like Tuesday midnight?
Hmm.
Wait, hold on. I'm going back. Because, yeah, wait.
But I don't remember her mentioning any stand-up, so
Oh, say. Okay, there's one on 4th and Main phone booth. Let's say midnight. I'll be there.
so that was nighttime, right? That we
Was this early in the morning before anybody showed up?
Oh, dude, I meant to tell you, bro. So I guess it's revealed that what time this takes place. Bro, this is September.
Wait, what?
This is taking place in September right now.
Did we jump 3 months?
Bro,
4
we had a
months?
summer.
We s- we've jumped 4 months, 5 months,
We had a summer, dude.
6 months.
Yeah. It's technically supposed to be September. It was literally a fun fact.
But didn't Lois say that she hasn't slept in days?
Yeah.
So are they trying to say?
Well, I'm saying that this whole time with these, like, I guess last half, we've been going very, we've been having a lot of increments in between.
Dude, what?
Yeah, it
So
says this episode takes place in September '09 around the 4th. It says beginning of September.
okay, you know what? Sometimes we skip. Sometimes we just go.
Things have been months, dude, you know, like those murders Davis was doing. He was killing so many people.
You know what, Joseph Veritas?
Amen. Amen, brother. Also, shout out Tay. Um,
Shout out!
so, yeah, Clark is here at the barn. So, did he stand up, Lois? Did
I
he stand her up?
still don't know unless we're trying to say, okay, was it the night before or was it the morning of?
I mean, we have to say morning of, right?
Let's say morning
Otherwise,
of. Let's say it was 5 a.m. They're the first two that got there, which I would believe, by the way.
that's true because she did say haven't slept in days, so I mean she was there early.
She was there early and Clark was there early in order to type up his
And
story.
you're not gonna drink coffee at night, so
No. You know what? We're both on agreement here. This was early. This is Clark after work now.
yeah. So, Joe, Clark has been staring out of his window, but holy shit, Alaina Huffman, bro, is back. Black Canary, dude. Haven't seen her in a little while, man.
Yeah, great.
I miss her as this brunette, though. I don't know that. Get that blonde away from me. I want that brunette, dude.
I'm only disappointed because Clark doesn't know her. So there's no way that they have any type of relationship besides, hey, are you still part of the team? Okay, why don't you come over to my barn? Oh, you don't know where it is? Because I've never had you over here? Yeah, Hattie.
He's only had the bros.
Yeah, I don't think he's had her.
Okay, well, he's the one who helped turn her to the good side, dude. Okay?
That happened one time, and apparently it was 5 years ago.
No. Nuh-uh.
I don't understand time. None of us do. With this part, though, this also goes down as a nominee for worst plan.
Wait, dude, stop. Before. Shout out our boy Bart, dude. Bart is here. We got Impulse in the mix. What's up, man? What do you think? What's up, dude? Yeah, let's go hit the babes again. Let's go hit the
He's too
babes.
serious.
Impulse is too serious.
He's too serious in this whole entire scene.
Oh, what? He's laying out plans. A geothermal facility, one of Queen Industry,
Look at his face,
um,
Joseph.
Luther Corp. Bro, he's older, man. What do you want me to say?
What do you mean? That means that he loses the charm, the personality. That means everything goes. That's not what this is supposed to mean. Instead, he should be the one that's trying to get everybody loosey goosey right now, trying to be the one to tell the jokes in order to make this plan, just to make everybody feel better about going into action. I don't know. This was no personality. This is somebody that's, we're all going to die.
Yeah. So, what's with the black hole, Clark? So yeah, like Taylor mentioned, there's a plan in the mix now. Clark wants to put Doomsday underground. I'm sorry. I know this is even a thing in the comics because I saw it. But why the fuck would this be a plan? Is Doomsday not super strong to where he can just come back out? Am I dumb? Am I the totally retarded one here in this situation?
At this point, what was wrong with the Phantom Zone? I'm not. I'm not understanding why we just couldn't go there. Because I get what they were trying to do, to your point about the comics and everything, of, well, this could be setting up for the future. I think that's nonsense. This is supposed to be a different world type situation. You could put him in the Phantom Zone. Just put him in the damn Phantom Zone. Let's go back to Clark's original plan because there was nothing wrong with it. Just put him in there. I don't even like the splitting him idea. And this is what I also go back to. We don't know who his parents were. So, do we know if he's good or not? Clark's just, oh, he's my brother. It's
Dude, if he knew.
also, I still think Doomsday wins the fight if you try to split him up.
Yeah, and hey, why the fuck are we not even considering Cosmic Fuck's plan? Send him to the future.
Are you kidding me? Somebody else gets the credit for it. I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Fuck no! I'd be like, dude, yeah, go take care of it. Sick.
Clark hates them. Clark does
He
not
just
like
does
them.
not want Garth to drink all the blood. That's all.
He doesn't want them to get credit for anything.
Shout out Legion.
Shut up. Rat, mind, peace, war, love.
Ooh, eat, pray, love, dude.
Yeah, Jayla, or not Jayla, it was Julia Roberts. That's who it was. That was in that movie. Did you ever watch that? I didn't.
Julia Rob. Eat, pray, love.
Yeah,
No,
Eat, Pray,
no,
Love.
no. I never watched that.
Listen out.
So Clark talks about specifically they had this geothermal facility has a whole project going on that's going deep
This
into
plan's
the
so stupid.
into the crust of the earth. It's about a mile deep.
What if I throw him into the core of the earth? I thought that's what we were going with, and now we're just gonna bury him in rubble. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's what
not
I
gonna
mean. He says a
work.
mile deep. That's not even deep enough. That's shit.
Put him in the core. That's what I really thought they were gonna do. No, we're just gonna put him. Do you guys remember where Magneto was stored? We're gonna put him in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fucking under dirt.
It's
He's,
gonna
he's,
work.
he's gonna be a mole. He's probably gonna see fucking McNally down there, dude.
Yeah, and then they're gonna have a race to see who can go to the top.
It's like, you're white.
You can be the real hero.
You know Clark Kent. But yeah.
So this part also with this scene, Clark then He explained the plan of being able to throw them underground and then detonating this facility where everything will be coming collapsed onto Doomsday. He then says, "But don't worry, we're going to split them up first. Let me get the black kryptonite rock. Also, nobody touch this." Bart then takes it out of the case.
What the fuck is this, Clark? What's up with this stupid rock, man?
Clark didn't mess up your coming with that when you handed it to him, idiot. You didn't even tell him what it was.
It can split the Kryptonian side from Davis and leave the human side out. And then here comes Oliver. Good old boy. And what if that still doesn't work? What if you end up unleashing a monster that's unstoppable, that doesn't have a conscience, Clark?
Clark looks at Oliver. Shut up.
This is the only option, Oliver. Well, what about the option of getting rid of a serial killer before he has a chance to beast out? You're such a pussy, Clark. You never wanted to admit it, but there is a darker side to humanity. Clark is so annoyed with Oliver, bro. He literally walks around the table behind Bart. Bart just looks and lets it happen. He's like, fuck, dude. Clark's walking up to him.
Just let you know, that's what also made me mad. All Bart has to do, because they would be so zoom on over to Oliver, zoom on over to Clark. Guys, all you have to do is something silly like that with Bart, where then it's still the serious conversation, but it's Bart trying to make something light out of it. Bart is, as Joseph said, just like trying, like, mommy, dad, you're fighting. Don't hit her again, please.
So yeah, Oliver says not everyone's worth saving. And Clark is just baffled. He just can't stand Oliver anymore, dude. He's like, oh, so by taking care of Davis, what do you mean, like, murder? You want me to murder him, Oliver? Okay, dude, you got
Here's the
there's some
attempt.
serious sexual tension going on right now, dude. Like,
Kiss him.
do y'all need a kiss or something? Do you want to make out or something? I don't know.
I'll watch.
Damn. He spills the beans, dude. He's like, yeah, Oliver would know all about murder. He's a
Yeah,
real piece
and
of shit.
both Bart and Dinah in the back go, yeah, we know.
Hey, yo, Ollie, what's he talking about, dude? Wink.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Wait, Oliver crossed the line? This is definitely the first time I've heard of that.
Both of them have killed people. Just on their
I think
missions.
they've all killed people together.
Yes, they have on their missions. They have done where if somebody gets in our way, we take them out, guys.
Don't we love Clark's solution? Yeah, you crossed the line, Oliver. You're not one of us anymore.
Clark, where have you been? You're not even a part of this team.
He's like, oh, is that right, Clark? Okay, I'm out of here then. Fuck me, right? Everyone looks at Oliver leave the barn, and they just, it's like,
Yeah,
cool.
Oliver winks at both of them. Yeah, guys.
It's like,
No, Clark, you got me. I guess I'll just leave. Yeah, doing like a little pointing. Come on. This is ridiculous. Clark, they're not even friends with you.
Bart is.
I know. Was this the third time he's been around? All right, so before we get to the next scene, now we can properly do the shout out for Joy, because after our long rants, I think you ranted. You're usually the one that rants over me. Joy did send us an email back during the stiletto days, and it applies now.
Oh.
What? How could that be? Let me tell you how it is. First of all, Joy is absolutely correct with what her theory is when it comes to this second half of the season. I completely do as well. They seem to have had this ending and they didn't know how to get here. So that's why everything just seemed rushed and didn't even make any sense. But the main thing that I wanted to point to that is kind of funny at the same time. Joy writes in the email, okay, guys, I can't believe I have to explain the significance of this final scene to y'all. This is talking about stiletto. I almost feel like asking if y'all are Lois catchphrase you love to use. What are some of the most iconic Superman pillars? Clark loves Lois, Lois loves Superman, and Clark and Superman are the same person. This is Smallville's version of the triangle for two, with Clark not technically being Superman yet, but still with an alter ego. So he calls Lois as the Red Blue Blur to facilitate that aspect of the Lois and Clark relationship. He calls her Miss Lane because that is what Superman calls Lois. Lois says, "Can you read my mind?" as a nod to the name of the Lois theme song in the original Superman movie. Once again, this is talking about Stiletto. Using the
Mm-hmm.
phone booth pays homage to that part of the Superman mythos, and it becomes such a beautiful part of the Lois and Clark story. Like it's seriously iconic in a whole new way. Look down and everything. Clark leaving the paper with her article proves that. And it goes on when it comes to further proof in that episode. But the main thing that I wanted to point out was with us talking about how Clark is being mean. I guess the Smallville version is good cop, bad Clark. Clark is going to be a dick to Lois, so she hates me
Yeah.
and then loves the red blue blur. So that is my reply to you on that one, Joy. The other thing that I did want to point out, because this is why I disagree with your email, you kept saying that Clark is so into Lois. No, no, no. In this episode, he hates her. That's my rebuttal. There you go, Joseph.
Wow.
Shout out, Joy.
Joy, you got special attention right there. That's
It
crazy.
was a long email to get through, so that's why it had to have a special attention. Now, I don't want it to overshadow Tay. Okay, let's also shout
Yeah,
out
shout
Tay.
out Tay, dude. Okay. We've been saying that.
All right, but Joy, shout out. Shout outs.
Um so yeah, after the barn scene,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. I'm sorry, everybody. Joseph, keep it down. Oliver, get
Jesus
out of my
Christ.
club. Oliver says, all right, guys, I'm never coming back. Now we get to the next scene. What's going on, guys? What's happening? Is
We're
is
at the
Jimmy
Daily
back?
Planet.
Jimmy, the hero, is here. And I want everybody to know this is the scene that is my favorite in the entire episode, not even because of just Jimmy, but this scene is easily my favorite. And this is why I fucking hate the writers for doing what they did. So let's continue this scene here. Now, Jimmy, he is on the phone with Oliver. Oliver says, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Her key pass is 6969." She's such a whore, Jimmy. Jimmy is breaking into Tess's office with Oliver in his ear. Looks like Oliver's using him as an undercover agent, which is what we saw Jimmy do in the past. Let's not forget the government even hired this guy. With Jimmy the hero
Mm.
now entering, he then, all right, I'm at her computer, Oliver. And Oliver tells him, okay, let's look up some files. All of a sudden, Lois says, "Ow!" Underneath the desk of Tess
What
is
was she
Lois.
doing down there?
But what I love is Jimmy. What the hell are you doing, Lois? What are you doing, Jimmy?
What am I doing? What are you doing? I thought I was about to get some blowjob.
I automatically, I miss y'all. The poll should have Jimmy and Lois
Oh yeah, let me
as the
check on that.
best duo. They work.
They do. They.
They have.
I used my account to vote on those two, and I picked Lois and Jimmy.
Yeah, this is a relationship you could have easily have kept going with. And they prove it in this scene alone. This is easily the best scene every single time. They're like looking at each other, yelling, like, "What are you doing?" It
Six votes in total so far.
people pick Clark and Pete.
Lois and Jimmy 50%.
Dude, okay. All right, yeah, but one of them's you, so it doesn't count.
They're still winning then. Maybe. Or tied with the other
Yeah,
one technically.
people
If
are gonna
mine
say
didn't
it's
count.
rigged now. You're gonna be like, "No, you guys are cheaters."
Nah, it's just me, dude. Taylor doesn't know how to work shit, man.
It's yeah, yeah. So I'm never gonna even know how to
But there's
create
a
an
vote for
account.
each of the other ones.
All right. With now Lois looking at Jimmy. Jimmy says, "I'm looking for Chloe and Davis. You know, the head of security has been staked out of my apartment, so I'm sleeping here." And that would explain why she was there in the morning too. Creepy but telling.
Yes, it
The
does.
only problem is her 8 gig mini brain is completely encrypted. Jimmy the hero says, "Are you kidding me? This thing's my bitch." He immediately plugs something in the computer. The man starts hacking. Adam, who? Jimmy the Hero is the one that's able to type. Jimmy the Hero is the one that knows how to finger in the back of the R's. Jimmy the Hero is the one that's able to stand up
Stupid.
to Doomsday. He is the one to be able to solve the crimes of Davis. He is the one to be able to discover who the real murderer is. He's the one that says, hit me harder because sometimes I just want to feel. Jimmy the Hero is afraid of nothing. Take him to the Talon basement, he'll spit in your face. Jimmy is everything. I they you can't give me this Jimmy back.
Are you done,
You
dude?
Yeah, I'm done. Jimmy says Tess definitely tracking Chloe, but most of this was just from a couple days ago. But hold on a sec. He starts going to work. His fingers are so fast on the
I
keyboard.
love his face as he's focused. He's like he's so confident with it.
Yeah, he says
Yeah, he's
bingo.
definitely off
Lois
those
says
pills. He's on that
Lois
Viagra
says
now.
this is hot. Lois might as well be trying to like check him out and look down his shirt.
No,
That's
it's not
exactly what's
happening
happening
at
in this
all.
scene.
That's not
Oh,
happening at
come
all.
on. She's a little impressed. There's a
No.
little bit of
She
Clark she
literally doesn't
hates. Like
even make a
Lois
face
is on
about
the
it at all.
prowl. Jimmy and her could be happy together.
No.
Clark, you snooze, you lose.
Dude, Jimmy is a freak. All right, Lois isn't ready for all
Yeah, in
that.
the sheets.
That's what I mean. He's a freak.
Yeah, good for you.
I don't think Lois would like it, dude. She
All
likes a
right.
gentleman.
Okay, all right. If you're trying to say, yeah, if you go with Jimmy, you go into Pound Town, like, all right.
Yeah, Jimmy's a pervert. We all know this.
Okay, that's
He
fair.
wanted to
Lois,
bang in front of Lois.
that's true. That is still the thing. Otherwise, they always plan on sleeping at Clark's. So it's you have to choose either one. All right. Jimmy does find them though. He says, "Edge of Edge City. I gotta go. Don't take your eyes off them though. Let me know if they move. All right." That's right, Jimmy. You tell Lois what to do. Lois immediately takes it. So she says, "Yes, Daddy."
And then
Jimmy
she
now
starts
exiting the
looking at
door.
Tess's porn once Jimmy leaves.
I thought the same thing, and also, Test her porn is gross.
Yeah, her
Okay,
porn is like it's just beating up people. Um
specifically Regan.
Dude, shout out Regan, huh? What a callback, dude. You know, we had him for a while. When was the last time we saw this fucker? Because I know they obviously met at the beginning of this season, which is funny. And then, dang, when
You know
was
what?
it?
Regan should have been the one in charge the whole time. I couldn't see it at first. I couldn't see it, but now I understand.
I don't know if I would have wanted that. What's Regan gonna? Well, I mean, he was consistent. He was with Lex.
Dude, this is what I mean. Tess, who is she with?
Dude, she was with Lex.
Who did she study?
Secret protege.
When? Was she one of the fencing girls?
Yeah, she was. Damn, when was the last time we saw this fucker?
It was the episode when they were fighting over each other in the back of the car. Was it Linda Lake?
Power. Apparently, it was Power that he
Okay.
was murdered.
Yeah, it was one of the shitty episodes. So yeah, it makes sense.
Power, which was Lana's episode,
Lana.
dude.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Ugh, could have done that so much better. I don't mind the
Ugh.
return. I don't mind the return. You could just, it's just you. That's the thing. You had three options, or you had two options here. You had two options. One, you kill her. If you want to do a conclusion with him, I'm actually completely fine with it because you have to. One, you kill her. Two, Clark finally realizes, you know what? We're never right for each other. So you have those two. They then said, what's behind door number three? There was no door number three.
You're like, what the fuck? There's only two doors.
And then somehow there was a basement. And that is what they chose.
So a fourth door.
Oh, you had two. You had two options.
Nah, man. Nah.
All
Look,
right, let's
don't talk
go
about
back
it.
to torture porn.
Yeah, torture porn. So Regan's getting his ass beat, and you just hear the
Lois starts
audio.
unzipping her pants. This is getting wild.
She's
Season finale.
like adjusting herself in the seat. Lex already tried to break down the technology of that orb, Tess. Okay? He tried his best. Lex knew that orb wasn't from this Earth. Regan's just looking at the camera. And it said, it called to me. The orb called to Tess? So when did that happen?
It had to happen when she first had it, and it was
When,
sitting on her desk as a paperweight.
but that was after Regan even died, right?
Joseph, no. It called to her from the beginning.
Veritas.
Veritas.
Fuck, dude. Damn, that was crazy. That was crazy.
It's
Same time.
because it's so true. That's all we have to say. And she read the Veritas book. So it could be like a Tom Riddle
And she
diary.
colored in it, right?
Come on, Tess. Stay in between the lines, dude.
Use the markers. Yeah, so apparently there is life inside the orb that can't be released until the traveler kills the beast. So back to Veritas, man. We're making the whole traveler thing now being part of the beast. So the
Joseph,
beast was always going to be a thing?
is she mind controlled by this thing, or she's like? Because the other thing I'm confused with, Tess, you don't know if that thing's evil or not. What are you talking about?
Maybe it's just feeding her knowledge, like the stones of power, dude.
I'm gonna save the world from Doomsday destroying it by destroying the world.
Yeah. And Regan stares into the camera. He's like, what it'll unleash could be the end of the
You
world.
know what? This needs to be the poll. The poll is Tess sober during this whole thing, or is it kind of like the whispers coming from the orb has then made her in a way mind controlled?
Mmm.
Because
Brainwash tests.
I really am curious, and the reason why I do bring this up, if it's one way or the other, if it's Tess not being mind controlled, this has to be top three nominee for worst plan.
No. Okay. Because we don't know if the orb is making the plan.
Exactly. So if you're not even sure, I wonder if it's out there if she is being mind controlled. Is it next season? Do we know? Is
Oh,
Tess in
dude, you'll
season 9?
find out next season what happens, okay? You'll find out. It's pretty cool.
Why isn't Joseph? Why don't you spoil something for me? Huh?
I never do that.
All right, so next scene. Clark is sitting at his desk. He is wondering exactly what should I be doing tonight. There is nothing on his screen. Guys, I don't know what he's doing at all. All of a sudden, he gets a message. It is an audio message from Dinah. What does she have? She has the coordinates for Chloe and for Davis. What Clark then does is Clark then does he has his super hearing. So with him using his super hearing at this moment, after he finds out the coordinates of Chloe and Davis, he then is able to hear her say, please, no, don't. Did those dots move? Were they always in Edge City? And the other thing is, if Clark could hear her this whole entire time, why wouldn't he be doing this? It didn't say that they moved, right? Am I confused about something here? It just really seems like that he could have done this all along. Once again, are we retconning this? I, I'm lost. It makes me very upset.
Dude.
It just seems
Oh.
inconsistent, which is what this episode was for me. Nothing about it flowed as to what it was in the first 10 episodes. Nothing resembled the first 10.
Dude, the first 10, I know you loved it, man. It's just. What do you want, huh? You want first 10 back? It's not going to come back, Taylor. God, dude, it's not gonna come back, no matter how much you want it to.
Everyone was saying that the Lana saga was the worst thing last year. The second half Lana thing was the worst thing that we are going to be having. Nobody told me this.
They didn't look. They care about you now, Taylor. They don't want to spoil anything for you. Okay, just get off your high horse, dude.
I'm stuck in another horse.
That's my horse.
Mega,
So
mega horse.
so yeah. So Clark shows up, right? And I don't know. Yeah. Again, why was he not doing this before? I don't get it. But yeah, Clark gets shot in the back with an arrow.
Because he zooms over to that voice once he hears it. And also, this is what bothered me too. He just heard Chloe scream, "No, don't." He zooms over to what he just heard. He finds nothing.
So yeah,
So who
good.
screamed?
It was a
They
fake
took her
out.
in a second. It was 1 second. Clark didn't know.
Nuh-uh. It was a fake out, dude. It was a fake out. Recorded scream.
All of a sudden, Dinah and Bart just appear. What are you doing here?
Yeah, so Clark gets shot with an arrow. And it's like weakening him because there's kryptonite on it. And Oliver's like, "Don't worry, Clark. It won't kill you. It's just to get your ego out of the way so we can do what needs to be done."
I'm just gonna pause. I'm just gonna
So
pause.
so the
Real.
gang, Impulse, Black Canary, Green Arrow, I don't know where they're at, but it looks very dirty. And they leave
First of
Clark
all,
there.
Oliver is banging Dinah, so that makes sense.
Of course.
The Bart, Bart and Clark have not been hanging out. Bart doesn't know who Clark is anymore. He doesn't go on missions with him. All Bart and Oliver have been doing for the past 5 years without Clark
3.
have been going on missions. So obviously they're going to be closer. The fact that he said, "Oliver, we're kicking you out," you didn't even have a vote. You just said that on your own. They probably hate you just as much as Oliver does. You haven't been around to help us. Who are you? But having said all that, if I'm Clark, the moment, the moment I wake up, I'm shattering his wrists. I am
Dude.
shattering his whole arm and back. You're going to be lucky if you can ever pick up a bone arrow again. You're going to be known as Crossbow. You son of a bitch. It's never, ever going to happen again. I would shatter bones.
I'd probably just break some fingers off. Like, literally break them off. Like, tear them off.
I cannot believe this sack of shit. Not only did you shoot me in the back, coward, but also, you know who shot me in the fucking face? Van. You're not man enough, Oliver. All right, and Van did that from a mile away, dude. And Clark heard it.
Damn, that was iconic, too. He thought he was good. He was like,
It's
it's
one of
just
the
a
best
bullet.
scenes, too.
Fucking.
Yeah, Clark's like, "Pussy," goes through his hand. Clark is shocked. Yeah, Oliver, you don't even know what it's like. So the fact that you even said, "Sorry, Clark, we got to knock down your ego." What the fuck did you say to him?
He has the ego. What are you
You
talking
laid in
about?
Tess's bed naked. What are you
Yeah,
talking?
HR. We've told HR, by the way.
I I was shaking. I was so disgusted, and I am still disgusted. We're never friends.
Yeah,
We're
these aren't my
never
friends
friends.
anymore, right?
Like, we're never friends again. Oh, you thought I didn't want to join before? Just wait till now.
It's crazy because, like, take that arrow out, he could kill all of them so quickly. And yet, they're doing this to him. He has the ego, dude. All Clark wanted to do was send homie to the Phantom Zone.
What's wrong with that plan?
You know, John put it a good way, put it in a neat way. Everyone and their murder boners, they just want Clark to commit murder. I don't get it. Why? Why is everyone so pressed about killing this thing? Even fucking Cosmic Bitch Boy Is like, yeah, just send him to us. We won't kill him now. Yeah, we'll take care of him.
But the other issue that I have is Joseph, they're all acting like big and tough. You guys don't know if you're going to kill him. You know
Yeah,
what
they're
I
so confident. Like, yeah, we take
Yeah.
lives all the time.
At this
It's no big
point,
deal.
maybe Clark should have allowed Doomsday to kind of like whoop some ass for a little bit. Maybe send a message to everybody.
You know what's
That he,
crazy is every person that's telling him to kill him has committed murder.
yeah, and then they say we're doing this for you.
What do you not get? Chloe killed
What
that
is,
random guy, the bowling dude.
I don't understand. He would have had a pool of blood.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. But let's get away from that bitch ass crew of superheroes.
Yeah, you can have this next scene.
Good, I want it so bad.
This proves Tess is
Totally retarded.
Lois, Daily Planet. Yep, still looking good. She comes in. She looks quite concerned and worried. And Tess makes a callback to the first episode also. What's up with all the callbacks to the very first episode, dude? Tess is like, I miss the old maid outfit. Oh, yeah, you do, Tess? That's what's
By
up.
the way, to your point, dude, they've interacted before that. So why are you bringing
Yeah, we're gonna...
something up?
Because Tess is
Look,
remembering how hot Lois looked in it.
was this? But this was over a year ago, right? We're in September. So wouldn't this be a year ago?
Maybe.
So it was a year. You're making a year ago joke.
I mean, hey, that's a good joke.
Also, if it was because she looked good, I think I would have like accepted it more. If maybe they kissed. That's a season finale. But only
I'd
if it
buy
was the
that.
last scene. Only
I'd
if
buy
it
that.
was the last scene.
No.
Leave that as the cliffhanger.
I think I love you.
Who's not tuning in to next season?
What if they just, like, first scene of that next season is them finishing the makeout, and they're just like, no, I didn't feel anything. Good.
By the way, that you're getting an audience. I don't know if it's an audience you want, but you're still getting an audience. A good
Uh,
size.
yeah, so Tess is like, I expect my reporters to have a little bit more reconnaissance skill. But I guess the bar's always been lower for you, hasn't it, Lois?
Does it make any sense? All my stories have been on the front page.
Yeah, I don't know if you know about family loyalty and also the fact that my...
Remember, your daddy beat you. Yeah, Clark told me.
I know the only family loyalty you knew was a belt and a fist, but hey. I have a cousin missing, alright?
That would have been so Lois too. That would have been great.
That would have been great because she just said that the bar's always been low for Lois, and then she just hits her with the lowest bar ever. But hey, yeah, if you want to fire me, go ahead, pull the trigger. Let's see how that front page goes. You know what? I plan to because this actually has nothing to do with Chloe. Lois, you saw it, didn't you? What? What did I see?
No. In all fairness, I thought she was talking about the video. So, in all fairness, that's what I thought she was talking about. Let's continue.
Yeah, and that makes sense, but then Tess is like, where's the fucking orb? You know what I'm talking about, Lois.
Let's pause. What?
She says, what orb? Because, yeah, Tess, what orb? Why are you asking Lois about it?
The safe looked like that. It was destroyed from the
You think
inside.
Lois did that?
You think Lois pulled that off?
Maybe this, you know who I'm going to first accuse is the guy who showed up naked in my fucking bed. Past my security, all of that.
Joseph's trying to say Oliver fucked her brains out.
inside the vault.
All right. But
And
seriously, what's wrong with Tess?
think she has a couple screws loose, dude. And I
Okay.
don't mean like crazy.
Mind controlled, or is this her being normal?
I want to know about the alien technology from my vault, Lois.
Oh,
Lois is like, oh, um, that orb. What was she about to give to her?
I thought Lois just tries to walk around and then Tess says bend over.
Is that just her car keys?
Yeah, it's something like that. I thought something insignificant.
Dude, what if she's being mind controlled? Because what the hell? She saw
Uh,
the car keys and like roundhouse kicked them out of her hand?
I don't understand what Tess. You thought Lois had your orb?
Her boss is literally roundhouse kicking her on the fucking ground floor.
At least Lex fired Chloe before he really like tried to do anything.
Hit her?
Yeah, but with this part, this is how you know Tess inexperience. She should have fired her before throwing the roundhouse kicks. The fact that she threw the roundhouse kicks before she fired means lawsuit.
Yeah, sounds
HR.
like another promotion to me.
Yeah, sounds like I'm gonna be editor.
Sounds like I'm the CEO now. Yeah, so now we have the worst fight of the season for
This is
sure.
worse fight. I mean, sure, there's probably gonna be more that I hate, but this is what was this? And Lois is a fighter. We've seen her do some good stuff, but this was this like a surprise scene to them? All right, guys, we're gonna have y'all fight. We haven't done any choreograph. Okay. Lois throws an elbow when Tess jumps on top of her. It doesn't even like come close
I
to
feel like
Tess's
it's
face.
like trying to be a sexy fight, but it ends up not being a sexy fight because they're
This was a
rolling
sexy
around.
fight.
They're rolling around quite a bit.
And you know what the most disappointing thing? One of the best fights ever in this entire series is easily Chloe versus Lana.
Wait, which one?
Is the one when they were
The
on the
axe?
stairs? Yes. On the stairs. And
Brainwave?
yes, that is easily one of the best fights. So we have seen great fight scenes. What was this?
It's dope.
This was,
Dude, they're rubbing. It's kind of hot, dude. They're rubbing each other.
but this isn't hot. I'm not anything. I mean, Lana and Chloe
Tess
ended
gets her
up in,
nice, good-looking thighs and wraps them right around Lois's head.
Lana and Chloe ended up in the shower. That is how you get hot. This, I wasn't, I was not
Adam was
hot.
in there too. He was looking for a threesome, dude.
Dude, that, God, let's go back to that.
He's like, "Yo, why are you hitting my girl with an axe?"
And he drops the towel.
No, he drops a soap, dude.
Actually, I thought he was fully clothed and the only one fully
All of
clothed.
them were fully clothed.
As if he was just in there, just hanging out.
What are y'all doing?
This is hot.
So as they fight, knocks out Tess, but then they're fucking up Clark's desk. So what opens is the drawer with the Legion ring. Lois sees it on the ground. It's like, what is this? Puts it on her finger, and then glows purple. She's gone. Bye, Lois. See you next season, dude.
Garth has now killed Lois Lane.
What if Lois fell in love with Garth? What if that was the first girl that made him stop drinking blood?
You know what? Again, this is how much I hate Clark right now for how he treated Lois. I'm still a fan of Lois if she does it. I'm still a fan. I'm still.
Actually, that's a good comeback, you know? Like that's fall in love with the dude you hate the most.
After the Lana thing too of her, you just leaving her again. I don't mind stopping the kissing, but you just leaving her and doing what you did. You know what? If that's what Lois wants, I'm supporting her, even if it's Garth.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like
All right.
so the fun fact about this next scene, real quick, because we open up.
Oh, you got a fun fact?
It says it's a Luther Corp geothermal facility. So apparently this one was actually mentioned, this facility itself was actually mentioned in Beast, because that's when Oliver was trying to buy the station so Luther Corp can go green.
So now he's just gonna blow it up and get
And
the
then in
ins.
Injustice, last episode, Tess vetoes that move. So she doesn't want to go green, dude.
So are you saying that then Oliver still bought it?
Well, I guess they had it in the files anyways, just to know where it was at.
All right, so now we gotta ask this. Tess looks like that she's not in her right mind. So do you think that he got her to sign the papers, and that's really why he was trying to get her to have sex with him?
I think sex for sure.
That works because in the end, he was able to get that deal. So now he can blow it up in order to then claim the insurance money that he's now going to be receiving. So Oliver, in true form, is going to try to say he's a hero, but in reality, he's going to blow up a building and then get a whole bunch of money.
Hell yeah, dude. That's how you gotta do it, man.
I
That's kind
don't.
of like the American way.
Oliver really, he really went out of his way here in season finale. He's probably going to be nominated for an MVP type award. It's pretty brutal. With this next scene, though, Joseph, do you have any more fun facts about it?
No, I don't. I'm done. Sorry. But yeah, Luther Corp geothermal facility. Next scene, dude. Take it away. It's your girl, bro.
Chloe wakes up. She then, as she is coming up from the ground, looking at Davis. Davis is lying there. She's like, "No, Davis, Davis. Why do they have you trapped?" She looks up and she sees Dinah, Bart, and Oliver. They're looking around. They're like, "What do we do, guys?" "I don't know. I thought you had the plan." "No, I thought you had the plan."
Wait, but
Then for
like, you had the plan.
no, I think I forgot it. I don't know what these three
So
idiots are doing right
they
now.
managed to easily capture Chloe and Davis because Davis is just laying over there,
How long?
handcuffed. Looks like he's
How long have they been
asleep.
knocked out?
I don't know. Maybe they had their way with them.
Yeah, and now when Chloe then stands on her feet, you have Impulse over here. "Hey, sorry about that dart. Sorry, we kind of snuck up on you super fast. Bart, I talk to you all the time."
What are y'all doing?
"Yeah, where's Clark?" And now, when she looks at Davis again, she's now coming up with a plan. How can I free him? "Wait, did you find a way to kill him, didn't you?" And Clark couldn't go along with it because he knows that he's my boyfriend and I can change him, guys.
Yeah, you're right. He wanted to
No.
play devil's advocate with the actual devil. Split the Kryptonian from the human. Probably the stupidest plan, along with his Phantom Zone one.
Only one problem with that, Chloe. Oliver now speaks up. "Clark's a bitch." Wow. Oliver, keep it up, please.
Yeah, the whole beast part, that's the problem. Chloe knows it's about black kryptonite. She sees it in the bag. It's like, yeah, last time we checked, he couldn't control his alter ego, so. No, but I can. As long as I stay with him, he doesn't change, guys. And it really helps if I blow him. So you might want to leave for that.
By the way, when he wakes up, he usually gets hard. So
Uh oh, he's up. Yeah,
this,
so he goes, they have to, Chloe. It's the only way. It's just not working anymore.
sorry, I think I want someone new. I
Chloe.
think there's no way. We just had Taco Bell the other night and you were talking about the stars. It was everything to us. What are you saying right now? What did they do to you?
We'll get through this together like we always have. Jesus Christ, dude. How long have they been on the run? Jesus, it's September.
That's what I mean. September. So they have been together for, because it was December, right? When they were getting married? Is that what we're gonna say? Let's just say that. Or it's January. I think we did get a timeline somewhere in there.
We
Either
did.
way, this is a good 6 months. So they've been on the run for 6 months. And and now
Well, honestly, I feel like the whole Lana thing that took a long time too. I mean, that was definitely like 4 weeks because we finally got Jimmy after that.
now, yeah, that's actually very true. Even though no, it was. He was in a coma. We just don't know how long. And I do. They should have just killed him earlier. It would have been better. With this scene, though, oh,
Davis immediately turns, or
this
he's about to
is
turn
what was their plan?
to kill him, dude.
With what?
A bow and arrow.
With Davis now about to transform and already whooping some ass. Oliver then says, I got him. Does he not know? He thinks that he's going to kill him with an arrow right now. Chloe then gets in the way. She is the one that actually picked up the piece of black kryptonite because that's what these idiots were supposed to do. They are just standing there. Chloe, no, my arrow. It would have got him, I swear. Chloe then pressing the black kryptonite onto Davis. We now see the two forms splitting. I thought the two forms typically fight each other. Maybe I got that wrong. With them splitting away, now Davis and the Beast are separate.
They're separate. Holy shit. Hey, fun fact, this is the same set they used for that movie Deep Blue Sea, bro.
Talking about LL Cool J.
Yeah, man. Thomas
I
Jane.
I love Deep Blue Sea. Sharks that are smart, man. Any type of shark movie, I'm so into. The scene that always scares the living shit out of me is whenever the first thing starts happening. I think it's Samuel with him then
When it
going
jumps
to
out, grabs him.
yeah, and it takes his arm. Yeah, that scene
Well, I think it
always.
just takes his body.
I thought it took his arm whenever they were trying to inspect it. Maybe it was somebody else that I'm thinking of.
It's probably someone else.
Either way, lots of blood in that movie, lots of shark attacks. I absolutely love Deep Blue Sea.
Hey, dude.
And
Mm,
LL's the only one that survives in the end.
Black guy.
Bro, shout out Tay.
Never forget Ted, dude. Shout out.
Shout out.
So, yeah, I'm sure you want to take this next scene, man. All right, because we're going back to the junkyard or wherever the fuck Clark got left at by his gang of friends. His friends.
Yeah, they just left him lying there. And once again, these same friends had no plan. They just had Davis lying there on the floor.
That's
That
right.
all Oliver was going to shoot
They're
an
gonna do
arrow
a
at him.
bukkake.
I don't know what the plan was. This is ridiculous. Worst friends ever. So now Clark's laying on the ground. Who who would be able to save him? Nobody, right? That's not true. Jimmy the hero. That's right, everybody. Jimmy the hero Olsen. He pulls up and you know what he says? Everybody, you know what he says? I got this. Jimmy pulling up into his car. He sees Clark may be laying on the ground. Clark, Jimmy says, hold on, little guy. He now decides to walk up behind Clark, seeing the arrow, pulls the arrow from his back. Clark then stands up. Clark says, oh, no, I'm bleeding. Jimmy then looks at him so excited. Clark, hey, bud, your wound just healed.
No, dude. Also, we gotta. What Jimmy does, he pulls the dart out. He fucking loves it. He's like, yo, this is crazy. Clark, check this out. And puts it in his face. And Clark's like, dude, get the fucking dart away from me.
It would
I
be
love it.
funny though if that after he's like, "Why? What does it do?" and like moves it back and forth, like closer to Clark.
Yeah, that would be the best.
It would just show exactly how great Jimmy is. We all know he is the true hero of this story. With though, as Joseph said, yes, he gets excited. Clark says, "Cut it out." Jimmy says, "What? What's wrong?" He moves the arrow away. That is when the cut heals. Jimmy then notices,
He saw it. He
"Oh my
saw it, dude.
God. Oh my God." So wait, red jacket, blue shirt?
So once again, Jimmy was right.
I don't know. I think this is. I didn't like this at all.
You
I
didn't?
I didn't like this at all.
Why, dude?
We now tell him.
Yeah, because he saw it with his own eyes.
Yeah,
But also,
we. T
everyone is realizing Jimmy was right. Chloe sucks, so that's why, dude.
So Jimmy finally gets the. How long has it been since anybody talked to Jimmy? How long has it been since anybody was around Jimmy besides Oliver, who is the piece of shit. But when it comes to Jimmy, who else has been there?
No one.
Clark, though, he at first tries to hide. Wait, the whole you're not there was it's like Jimmy's already repeated this. Jimmy already knew. You took a bullet,
Hey,
of course. This is something that was already there. I'm just mad we're kind of repeating ourselves like, oh, now Jimmy's gonna be able to have the credit he's always deserved.
hey, he reassures him though. He's like, "You were the only person who put it all together, Jimmy. You were right about me,
I'm the red
about
blue
Davis."
blur.
Yeah, that's right, dude. Okay. You're right about me. You're right about Davis. You're the one who did it, man. We fucking. You're the best, Jimmy.
I lost my wife. I got addicted to drugs.
He even tells him, "I'm sorry that I lied to you."
I got addicted to
He
drugs.
said he's sorry, dude. That's Chloe's fault. That's not Clark's.
Are you kidding me? He just said you were right about Davis. Why couldn't Clark say that to his face?
Well, he did say it to his face.
How much longer? It's been 6 months, Joseph.
Well,
We're
he technically didn't know about Davis until after Jimmy was gone and off the rocker.
Wait, what? Jimmy has been right.
No, I'm saying Clark didn't know that Davis was actually a serial killer. He found that
And
out when Jimmy was on the pills, dude. Already.
yeah, but that doesn't matter. He found that out when he saw through the farm in the ground and saw a million dead bodies. At that point, guess what? Jimmy's right, everybody. And I
Mm.
think maybe I'm wrong here. Isn't Chloe still lying about it? Like, no. Doesn't Jimmy still get hit in the head with the lead pipe?
Hey,
What does Clark do? Oh, that's right. Nothing. Oh, now I'm
guys,
going to be nice
see,
to you.
Jimmy's such a touchy subject with this guy, man. You gotta be
This is
careful.
ridiculous. Oh, we're going to do it last episode of the season. Such a redemption. You get 6 hours, Jimmy.
Oh man, I fucking knew it, dude. I was so right, man. You're the red blue flare, man. I fucking knew it. Jimmy, I need your help. I need you to get back on the pills. Yeah, by the way, do you still have that wedding gift? The one for Chloe that you said you never gave to her? Also, when did he tell him that? I'm telling you, bro, they fucking talked. They talked on the side, bro.
But he
They are
never.
friends. They are friends.
Hopefully, he did say that he was right about Davis then earlier. Maybe I'm overreacting because I'm sensitive.
Yeah, I said touchy subject. I get it, dude. All right. It's considering the 6 hour
By the way,
restraint we have right now.
full disclosure too. Jimmy saying right here about the gift, and what Jimmy then replies with, "I couldn't bring myself to get rid of that gift. If this is me, Joseph, I burn it to the ground." Also, it doesn't make sense to me. If he needed drug money, he would have sold it.
But see, he didn't want to stoop that low.
What do you mean, stoop that low? He has Oliver at a business
Like,
meeting.
well,
He
say the
never
gift is
talked to
taken.
Oliver before.
The gift is taken care of already, and he didn't want to take that back. He couldn't get himself to do it. All right. You should
I got.
appreciate that. His love for Chloe really stood.
Are you kidding me? You're right. Until you're okay. My love for Chloe. Are you fucking kidding me right
He
now?
just said I couldn't get myself to get rid
If
of it.
I'm Jimmy,
I
there's
couldn't
no
get myself to.
love.
I love Chloe. I couldn't get myself to get rid of it. Ugh.
I
Y'all
was
know why you're
burned.
getting mad. Get mad at Jimmy. He said that shit.
The writers, this what I mean. Retcon, Veritas. Oh look, Jimmy now loves her again. Fuck me, right?
He just needs to get off the pills and get employed by Oliver Queen.
Which one makes you love Chloe again? After
He-
I forgive her for cheating on me.
He's
Fuck
like, I
you.
got money now. I'm not addicted. I could totally bang my wife now.
He was able to bang her before she didn't believe him nor tell him anything, and instead was making out with Davis in the hospital hallway while Jimmy's peeping out his window.
Mm.
This is
Mm.
ridiculous.
Yeah, so He tells him about the whole Davis plan and all that. And he's like, you're gonna fucking save Davis. Look, Jimmy, I get it. But do you trust me? Always, CK. Always. Cool.
I
Clark
don't care
smiles.
who the hell you are, red, blue ass. I'm truly going to be not saving Davis.
You're
You say
not Jimmy.
you
Stop
say
trying to be
Davis?
Jimmy.
Davis? Is that the name that you said? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. The guy, the serial killer, the guy that stole my wife. That I don't trust you.
Well, Clark smiles at Jimmy.
Also, you know what I do now? All right, the arrow's going back in.
Clark looks at him, smiles, and speed runs away. He even speed runs so fast, Jimmy almost gets taken with him, dude. He's like, oh my god, that was so fucking cool. Man, he was like just here, and then he wasn't. I fucking love that guy. Scene ends. We're at the
Dude,
geothermal plant.
am I like in a different universe? Is that what this is? Is this like a different world?
What are you talking about?
Are these not the same character? I don't know who these people are. All right, let's just speed it up then. So Clark is here. He says, "I
Okay.
hate you all."
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. But yes, Clark is here, wakes up Chloe. He's like, yo, you alright? Chloe, what happened? What the fuck? Is that Davis over there? What the fuck, dude? I split him. What? Okay, well, where'd he go? He looks at Oliver. Oliver has no answer for him because Oliver's a fucking dumb idiot.
Who
Clark
had
then
no
uses
plan?
his super hearing. Sounds like Doomsday is wreaking havoc in the city. Sound like he is murdering people as Clark is standing there. So much blood, there's so much blood, so much blood. He looks at his gang of friends. He says, I need to get him, but you need to have the explosives ready. Don't fucking talk back to me. I'm not talking to any of you. Oliver, you get him that tunnel. We'll take care of the rest. Not you, bitch. And he asks him, can I trust you? Are you kidding me? Oliver says yes. I would have been like, bullshit, dude. Get out of town, brother. Can't trust you for shit. So yeah, everything's getting destroyed. City, even all the payphones. 5th and Main, burning down. 4th and Main, already under fire.
And what Joy is going to do now? I already know what you're going to do. You are
Because
going to see me.
Clark went, where did he go first?
Are you being serious right now? This is where Doomsday was.
No, no, no. He went to
No,
the.
this is bullshit. See, I'm not doing this. See,
Why
it's
do you
like
look
I'm
at the payphone? Why do you look at the payphone like that?
because he was worried that she was going to be there because he knew that he stood her up
Exactly.
again.
The first thing he went and looked at was the
Are
payphone
you
and make sure
kidding me?
Lois wasn't there.
He only went there for Doomsday and then was like, "Oh, I'm on 4th and Main. I better see if Lois is in the phone booth. I don't want one of my BFFs to die. She has to write the story about me. If she dies, then who's going to know about my goodbye
Taylor, are
letter?"
you not understanding, dude? He hears the city and the wreaking havoc, right? He goes towards it. And then he's obviously realizing that he's about to end up at 4th and Main. So, he freaks out. He completely forgets about Doomsday and goes straight to that fucking payphone right there. For those like 5 seconds, it was just Lois on his mind. Because he saw it was coming up to 5th and 4th and Main. So he's like,
Because
holy
he
shit, no, no,
was,
no, no.
he
No, no,
knew he
no.
was standing her up.
Well, no,
So
she stood him up because she wasn't there.
no. He's an hour late.
No. Well, he could be actually, yeah.
Yeah. Come on. He's the one that's been knocked out the entire time. So he was the one that stood her
He
up.
even says Lois. He says her
Listen,
name out loud.
this is my
He
point.
says her name out
This is my
loud.
point. This is my point. If Doomsday was in Brazil, he's in Brazil and he's not near this phone booth.
He was worried about Lois. He said her name.
This is fucking bullshit that you and I know there's an email coming, but this is ridiculous. The fact that no, if Doomsday is somewhere else, that's where Clark is. He does not care.
Maybe.
Why do they have to make Doomsday down the street in order to have this argument? They
They
really
knew what they
didn't.
were doing, dude. They
Like,
knew what they
yeah,
were doing.
this is what I mean. Why are they doing this to Lois?
All right, you ready for 20 seconds of a finale fight? Because, yeah, the whole budget went to the 20 seconds right here. A car gets thrown around. Clark catches it, puts it down. Easy money, dude. Doomsday is literally tossing a mom and splitting her in half, and then he's about to rip off the head of their child. But Clark is jogging while he's speed running over there. Rescues the girl, and then Doomsday has all this black goo coming out of his mouth, and he just wants to lick Clark.
It looks really gross, by the way.
He does. And he has blood all over his hands, so he's been killing everyone, by the way. And he's punching the shit out of Clark. Clark is bleeding. Kid is crying really badly. Sorry, I know you're a kid, but hope you have better acting skills now, dude.
That
Um,
child's dead. Doomsday just ate her and then does a super jump over to Clark.
yeah, so with his bony hands, he stabs Clark pretty much in the face with his fist and punches him.
And
Whole
then
budget goes on there. He gets tossed around to the cookie shop down the street.
Clark has a new trick, which is known as the super hug. We saw him do it to Davis earlier in the season, and now we are about to see it again. This time, he's going to lift Doomsday up in order to then do his super jump, where he super jumps in to that facility, and now they have blown it up. Where that's it, everybody. It's now daytime. It's now the
Apparently,
next
this is
morning.
same. I guess same shots or back. I guess area facility where it was also used in Justice when the team blew up that place. I think it was same footage.
They really like hit fast forward in that fight, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get this, guys. We got to get this over with.
So yeah, he jumped. Yeah, he jumps him into that geothermal station, and now he's underground, dude. A live burial. Live burial. All right, dude. Are you ready? I know you want to be Jimmy. I'll be Chloe, dude.
All right, everybody. This may be last after dark hours ever between Jimmy the hero. Where once again, I I think this is disgusting. What we do have and what we do find out is that Jimmy bought Chloe an entire place. Chloe
Jesus Christ.
was such an ungrateful person. Jimmy was able to use all of that drug money that he stole from Ugly
No.
in order to buy this place. I'm
It was
just
a
kidding.
wedding gift, so he
I
bought it.
know, I know. I said I was just kidding. Don't even. This is
You're right.
disgusting.
You're right.
You
You're
should
right.
have burned it with with Jimmy buying this as a wedding gift. Chloe's looking around going, huh? So I chose Davis's dick over this, huh?
Hey, whoa, dude. I'm Chloe.
Okay, fine, then I'll take it seriously. Okay, Jimmy, Jimmy the hero.
Clark's Clark did say he'd bring us somewhere safe. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
Don't
What?
worry, he's gonna be okay. Chloe then says, "Thank you, bro." Fuck.
Jimmy says it's your wedding present. Chloe's like, "What? I was going to give it to you after the reception." My wedding present bullshit, dude. You don't even have money. I know where you come from, Jimmy. Now, Davis, he has money. For sure. You should wake him up. We could have some fun.
Jimmy then says, "Oh no, it needs some work though, but so did we. But not at the time of your wedding. But y'all were good. So you saying this now? I mean, she was wearing the garter, and you walked in, and she said, "Hey, big boy, you guys were good. Sure, maybe you guys had some relationship tips. Everybody does, but you're trying to make it seem like that everything she did was small. But what she did was not small, and in fact made you a drug addict. She spit on your whole life when you were in a coma. She hit you in the head with the lead pipe. She chose someone she knew for a month over you.
No, apparently it was longer.
No, not when
We're in
she
September.
chose. Not when she chose him.
No, man.
Not when they first kissed. Not when they were first changing a light bulb together on top of the desk at ISIS. Don't even play with me right now. With this disgusting scene, Chloe
So
is looking at him. Yeah, what are you gonna say? You still love me? I know you want this ass. Now Jimmy says, "I saw us here.
he wanted
starting
to
our life
basically
together.
raise a family and shit in there, dude.
I want to raise anything with her. Go have your monster
By the way,
baby."
it's like a penthouse. It's like, and this is
Well,
gonna be a famous area, by the way. Like
I
this is
would
gonna be in the rest of the
imagine
show.
this area is absolutely amazing. This is like Casper's house.
Yeah, no, it's a really dope place. Really dope
Yeah.
place. Really dope place.
Chloe goes to the window and she just overlooks the entire city. Jimmy bought her the world. You can see all Metropolis up here. Yeah, from anywhere in the city, you could spot this place. I thought no matter what, where you were, you could look up and you can see our home.
You could see me watching over you. I don't know how you do it, Jimmy.
Oh my God, you bought me a house? All
I
right,
can't believe you
maybe.
bought me and Davis a house.
No, now she wants Jimmy because she thinks that he, in fact, is rich.
Oh, so she's pulling a Lana.
Yes. Once again, Davis is knocked out.
So Dark Lana had such a strong influence that it even infected humans.
Chloe turns around, says, "You always come through." Well, you fucking don't. Okay? That was such a disgusting fucking line that I had to sit here and
Jimmy,
listen
there's
to.
so
You
much I
didn't
want to
do
tell you.
anything.
There's
Jimmy's
so
the
much I
one
want
that.
to tell you, Jimmy.
What?
Come
Tell
on.
him what? Tell him what? That what? Sometimes it's too big to handle? Is that what you want to tell him? This is ridiculous.
Yeah. So Jimmy does say, "Don't worry about it, Chloe. I know
I
everything
only
now."
ran away with him. It's not a big deal, Jimmy. Yeah, I know about Clark. Doesn't even care.
No, like he says, "I know about Clark now, and I get it. I understand.
What do you get about Davis?
I understand why you did what you did. I like
With
see everything."
what do you mean what you did with Dan? Why did you do that with Davis? Also, you kissed him before you knew anything.
Brainiac.
No, no. I'm not using that excuse right now.
Why, dude? Dr. Fine has such a strong influence.
Yeah, Jimmy's just bragging about Clark. Has nothing to do with their problems.
It all
Eh,
makes sense now. But the way I see it, Chloe, you are as much of a hero than he is, you know?
you had to sacrifice yourself for him and for Davis. They
But
turned Jimmy into a cuck.
I've lost so much, though, Jimmy. Except this beautiful penthouse that you just bought me. But the only thing I really miss is you. I miss you so much, Jimmy.
You're
I
a
love
hero, Chloe. Everything that you've gone through. Oh my God, you're the best. What is this?
They're lost. They were lost. And now they are fucking found, dude.
And the crazy thing is, Chloe takes a peek right behind Jimmy. She sees Davis getting up from the ground. She then starts making out with Jimmy right now and looks at Davis while she is kissing Jimmy. Then they stop kissing for a little bit and she says, "God, you're so hard." All of a sudden,
Dude, it even says like in the subtitles, flesh tearing, blood dripping. Yeah, Davis just impaled Jimmy with a lead pipe.
and Chloe says, "Look, we got a house."
Oh my god, why did you do that, Davis? What the fuck?
Right? Go get him up.
Davis, that's Jimmy. He's really important to me.
what Chloe did not realize is that when you split Davis, he becomes even more of a psychopath.
So it seems that
I'm
Davis.
also confused here.
So it just kind of goes back. Let's backtrack again about the Phantom Zone. Remember when Clark said, I'm going to throw Davis into the Phantom Zone? And everyone said, why the fuck would you do that, Clark? Why would you
Terrible
do
plan.
that? You're not going to kill him? Pussy. Look what just happened.
I'm still
He even
confused.
tried to compromise with y'all. He said, I'm going to split him. I'm going to split him. Does
Davis
that
was an
work?
Davis was an EMT, right?
Yeah.
How long was he killing people? Are they trying to insinuate he was always killing people? Or are we trying to say that each time he transforms into Doomsday, he becomes Doomsday?
Yeah, I mean, it lived inside him for so long. I bet that's part. It has to be part of his personality at this point.
It's just such a big
It's just meaning that it was
switch.
always there. It's just in there. It's in his. It's in his capabilities. It's in his body,
But now he has real mommy issues.
dude. Yeah. So he's like, so this whole time that you were with me, it was for Clark. And Davis is like twitching. How angry he is right now. He wants
Davis,
to
just put
rip
that
her.
down. Stop playing around.
How could you do this? I loved you, Chloe. Slowly approaching her. He's literally
By the
about to
way,
rip her apart
in
like
the
Doomsday
notes,
would.
I'm rotting several times here. Do it. Do it. Do it.
He screams, why? Chloe even says, I thought I loved you. So that shit has been real. It's confirmed. If you like, someone could always make the argument, right? But this right here.
This is ridiculous. I thought I loved you, but you got boring. Talking about the stars and the gods?
Yeah, when you started talking about Demeter, it started reminding me of this white bald fuck I knew.
You gave me the ick. I thought you were
Totally retarded.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, man. She gave up her whole life for this guy. Well, I thought I did. You didn't buy me anything.
Yeah, so
You
she
didn't
just
buy me a
admits.
house. Bro, fuck her.
I can't believe like she really turned into a Lana, dude. This is classic Lana.
This is worse than Lana. Nope. Worse than Lana. This is worse than Lana.
I don't know, dude. I mean,
By the way, whenever
fake
we're,
baby.
we're gonna do a comeback, a reunion thing where you and I come back after 10 years to do a rewatch, and we're only gonna rewatch the Lana and the Chloe saga. And we're gonna we're gonna see which one's worse.
We should just watch the worst sagas.
Yeah, it's those two. I don't think there's been a worse.
Maybe so.
She then says, Davis, don't worry, I can still save you.
Yeah, because that's all she wanted to do was save him. And what does
There's
he say to
nothing
him?
left to save.
Yup. And immediately screams and charges Chloe, about to kill her. But
And
Jimmy.
before we can do that, the hero makes one last move. That's right, everybody. Jimmy the hero. He says, sometimes you could put a hole in me, but I'm still able to move. He then runs at Davis and he says, you may be able to steal my girl, but I'm still screaming here, fuck your free world. And then throws him into a spear. Like I said, he is the bee rabbit. Jimmy kills Davis. Jimmy goes out like a champ. And both of them die. Chloe says, I guess I'll keep the house.
Thanks for the house, Jimmy.
This is the worst person I've ever seen.
Jimmy says I'm sorry as he dies. He's dying in Chloe's arms right now.
Yeah, saying I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It was my fault. My fault you kissed him.
My bad, Chloe. I didn't mean to like make you cheat on me.
Bro, I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, shout out Davis. Adios. You're done. It was
Davis,
nice knowing you, bud.
you were a great character for a little bit there. You were
You were.
fantastic. I
He,
was able to pick moments. You were what I enjoyed, the obsession, the things that I do love. Davis, I'm gonna miss you.
yeah. We'll miss you. He's gone. Yeah, I mean, he won't come back, dude. Just see you later, man. Well, we do have a funeral scene next.
Yeah. There's
So
nothing that happens except they're standing and crying because it's at Jimmy's funeral.
I
And
walked
what
the
do we
valley of the
find
shadow
out
of
though?
death.
What do we find out, Joseph? What do we find out?
Oh my god. May Henry James Olsen rest in peace. And we find out Jimmy has a little brother.
So it turns out that he may not even been the real Jimmy, not the real one from the comics, and that it's actually his little brother here that is the real Jimmy.
And Oliver's crying, by the way. Why is it crying?
He's
Honestly,
fake
I'm
crying
sorry.
right
I
now.
don't mean to be like
No,
what.
he's fake crying. He's trying to get laid. Yeah, are you kidding me right now?
Damn you, Roger! Damn you!
That's exactly what he's doing. Again, he put an effort into this last episode.
Dude. And Dinah and Flash are there. Sorry, Bart. Oh my
We didn't
god,
even know the guy. Was he cool?
And Chloe goes up to the kid and it's just like, yeah, you must be Jimmy's little brother, huh? Well, I think this
Hey,
belongs to you.
he left this at my house. I couldn't throw it away. So here.
It's the only thing I didn't want to burn. He would have wanted you to have it. Oh, well, thanks. Who knows? Maybe someday you'll follow in his footsteps. Dope, man.
And then we
It's like
got
a
some
Jim.
douchebag that doesn't. Yeah,
And look,
does run.
this little Jimmy is wearing a little bow tie already.
I wish Clark would be more in pain in this scene. Instead, it's like if he was like 100 yards away and like really like crying or something, I'd be like, man, I get it, dude. Best buds, like what Joseph was theorizing, they really were talking. I get it, man. You're hurt right now. Instead, it's not that. It's ah, he was a good kid. Like,
I love how Clark is looking at Oliver from afar. He's not even at. Why is he not standing with everyone at the funeral?
no, why is Oliver not in a cast right now? That's what I'm really wondering.
Oliver just looks at him like, yeah, fuck you, bro. Pussy.
Yeah, he ain't gonna
Clark
do
is
shit.
wearing the Lex outfit right now. It's the purple shirt and the black coat, dude.
Yeah, great. I guess he
Yeah.
changed after destroying Doomsday or doing whatever he did. And now it's just back to him and Chloe, two bestest friends anyone could ask for.
Yeah. We see there's a blood stain still at the apartment that
They
we were
still
just
did not
at.
clean that out. Damn it.
Clark is just staring at it.
She then screams so happy. You're alive. There's a fucking blood stain right next to Clark. And she's like giggly.
Like, oh my god! Man, that funeral sucked, Clark.
No food. I'm starving.
Like, who the fuck planned it? It's
I
probably
met
his
his
dumbass little brother.
I met his poor family. They were gross.
Yeah, wasn't his dad supposed to be a piece of shit?
Yes, he was.
So he beats that little brother, right?
Yes. By the way, before they got into the car, the father said, "That's my camera," and took it from the wall.
Oh, shit. Okay, so yeah, they're talking.
Yeah, let them talk out their crap.
And he goes, look, Chloe, I've searched everywhere. There's no sign of Lois. I
I'll
don't
search for
know where
5 minutes.
Lois is.
Chloe, I really don't care. Really don't.
He cares. Fuck you, dude.
Dude, he does not care if this was Lana. I'm gonna move heaven and earth.
I
Dude,
saw
he
someone tagging her photo on a missing persons board, and I keep thinking that maybe, I don't know. Look, maybe we haven't lost everyone, you know? What does that mean? Lost everyone? This
dude,
fucking guy.
Chloe is like, oh my god, I'm so sad, and then she goes, wait,
You were
why?
there, weren't you?
Why didn't you come find me? Yeah,
I
her tone
really
immediately
needed
changes.
you. Huh?
Her tone immediately changes. Look, she's like, I really needed you, and then look how she switches.
I'm the reason Jimmy's dead. Oliver was right, Chloe. I put humanity on a pedestal.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe he was feeling his boy by the lake.
It wasn't a Kryptonian beast that killed Jimmy. Chloe's like, I know full well who killed Jimmy. Okay? I was right there, Clark. Honestly, Chloe, this place, you should just fucking get rid of it. Just walk away. Don't look back. Look at that bloodstain. Just leave that there. You don't get it, Clark. That's the point. Jimmy is here. He's right there in the blood. He knew me so well. I can't do that. He gave this to me. I don't have to pay a dime.
Yes, maybe we can like make a sex doll out of him. I hear that's a thing.
I could make this a beacon. I can make this watchtower. Look, Dinah, Oliver, and Bart, they all disappeared. Maybe it's up to us to bring them home.
By the way, Chloe's the one that killed them. Chloe's the one that said fight over me, boys. Like maybe Davis, kind of him turning psychotic, is what really did kill himself. But she killed Jimmy.
No, she's
She's
completely the reason.
yeah, okay. She is all to blame for Jimmy's death. And the fact that she's just still Jimmy just wanted me to have this house. It'll be a beacon in honor of me.
That's right. Watchtower. Chloe Sullivan. But yeah, Clark goes, I don't think I have a home, Chloe. I've always tried to forget I was an illegal alien. Not a Mexican. I didn't say that. Or a creature.
Well, Clark, I'm single now. So maybe you could stay.
That's not what she says.
Okay, but also before you go on to this scene and how awful Chloe is, I want to also have another poll. There's going to be a lot of polls, I feel. And the poll is, did Clark make it to Lois in time? Because we know that she was already putting on the ring, so she was gone. So did Clark make it in time? Was it midnight or was it after midnight when Clark
Oh,
looked in the phone booth? Either
that
way,
is
he
a good
doesn't care for
question.
her. Either way, he does not care for her. I just want to know what people think on it.
Well, you're wrong. Okay.
About what?
He does care for her.
When?
It was midnight. He was expecting to see her, dude.
I don't think it was midnight. He was knocked out for a long time.
I don't know, man. Maybe
Oh,
he
no,
like
no,
knocked out for a long time, yeah, and then when he woke up, it was around midnight.
no, no. I do know though. I do know because Jimmy had to drive. Jimmy doesn't have any power, so Jimmy had to
What do
like
you know about
drive.
Jimmy other than that he's dead?
Yeah, you know what? So's Alicia, you son of a bitch.
All right. Dude, old wound, old wound. Yours is fresh, all right? You're going to
Yeah,
know how
this
it
one
feels.
hurts.
You're going to know how it feels,
I
dude.
hated the way. I wish they would have killed him in Bride.
Yeah, well, Davis killed him instead with a pipe.
Killing him in Bride is an honorable death. Killing him now, after everything you've done, it's just laughing.
Yeah.
We don't need you next season.
Yeah, we don't.
This is cruel. This
It's
is
like, we'll
really
see you
cruel.
later. We'll maybe bring in someone new. Your brother. Your twin brother.
Yeah, we needed someone
Sean.
younger,
They're no,
10
you
years
Sean.
old.
Yeah, Sean Ashmore.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that little brother that gets beat.
No, I meant his real brother.
Real twin. That would be cool. All right.
Um,
Clark's still mopey.
Yeah, so yeah, Lois is missing. But yeah,
No, no,
he
he didn't
explains
say
that he's
that.
always tried to forget again, he's the alien, whatever. But now he's saying, fuck all that. I need to embrace it. Because it's just like Martian Manhunter and what he used to say, am I right?
He says I need to stop being a pussy.
I was raised to believe being Kryptonian was dangerous, but I was wrong. It's the best fucking thing on this earth.
You know what's crazy? Having friends like Chloe and Oliver would make me believe this too.
Yeah, because that's how they treat him.
Yeah, exactly. That being human is not good at all. That I need to embrace this and I need to rule with strength.
And this man does say, I need you to just let go of this humanity, man. Like, it's just driven by emotions, and it fucks up my decisions. No, I just need to say fuck you to everyone.
Are you sure?
Even me?
Okay. Well, get out of my house.
Damn. So because of some psychopath, you're gonna cut us out of your life?
Clark leaves and then Chloe holds her tummy as if she's pregnant.
Oh my god. You're right, dude.
Why does she do that?
I don't know. It's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, who's the dad? Jimmy, Clark, or Davis?
I think it's Lois.
Dude, she was
The
easily the best
way
part of this episode.
the way Clark just walks out, dude. So hot, so confident.
Is it?
And then boom, he just fades away and Chloe just breaks down.
He has a new ability. Cool.
Disappearing act. What's up?
Yeah.
Magic man. So, now we go to the real magic show. And I feel like I want to play the audio cuz the audio sounds so cool.
I was hoping if you want to play the audio or if you just want to play the Bane audio. I didn't know which one you really wanted because it's very similar, except one is screaming his name.
Bane? You think it's
You know
Bane?
The Bane audio, the Christopher Nolan in the background. Every single time he comes on the
Oh, that
screen.
the music.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That is kind of what it sounds like. But we could compare it. Yeah, I like it. I'll edit it later,
Hold
but we'll put the comparison in.
But let's also say this then. Christopher Nolan once again copied Smallville.
Dude, who's not copying Smallville? Wait,
That's very
actually, I
true.
don't know. Dark Knight? Oh, wait.
Rises. This was Rises.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, and I
We're
think
talking about Bane.
Rises is 2013. That
That
sounds
seems
really
about right.
right.
2012, 2013?
Yeah, that sounds really right. Either way, if yeah, Nolan copied.
So, let me see here.
Tess wakes up. Where the fuck's my orb?
Yeah. uh, so let's just say something. Tess looks kind of good in this robe, dude.
The director said no bra.
No, he
No
said
bra.
nothing on underneath. Like, no, but seriously though, that is just like showing her figure. Damn, dude, you forget how hot Tess is, bro. If she just stopped crying and shut up for a little bit, she's hot. But yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
but yeah, she does really goes through the whole mansion because there's fucking shining purple light and audio going on. She finally goes to the corner room where Oliver was naked, and we have the orb outside. And let's hear it now.
And then have like the Zod at the end.
That sounds crazy. That shit. So yeah, the orb is glowing. It finally stops the bright light and it focuses more at spewing energy out of the orb into the ground. We see the symbol of Zod burned into the lawn, and we see a man holding the orb, and he has that chocolate chip bar thing symbol on his back that we've seen. And now the Kandor thing makes sense because it's Zod.
What means Zod? So Zod was in Kandor?
Zod is from Kandor.
Yeah. So
That's
I know it's inside the purple orb Kandor.
I guess. I mean,
That's
why
what I'm.
else would it say Kandor and then you have Zod
How
appear
did he
up?
get to Kandor?
I don't know, dude. I guess we'll have to find out next season. Am I right, bro?
And don't get me wrong, I did enjoy that ending very much. I'm just completely thrown. How?
Dude.
And also, Tess, this is your hero. He tricked both of you.
Look, man. Tess looked damn good for that orb outside, man. She
Lana
looked
didn't
damn
know
good.
how to give him a proper striptease. I do.
Zod! Zod! Zod.
It sounds like people were worshiping him in that orb. So
Dude, maybe.
Kandor was worshiping him. So that doesn't make so wait. That orb is Kandor. Lex picked it up and like was convinced it's ultimate power.
Fuck yeah. He's like just shaking it.
Like it's a damn snow globe.
He's like, yeah, this orb rocks.
I'm so confused now.
Dude, we gotta wait till next season, man. We'll see what happens, dude. Apparently, this is the best one. Everyone loves this season.
I know everyone's hyping it up too much. I feel there's no way it's. You know what? I'm done with everyone
I don't
hyping it
know.
up.
They
I'm
they seem
done.
to know you pretty well at this point. I would say both of us. So I think
I'm.
they're not gonna lie to you at this point, Taylor.
Everyone lies. Have you
Because
not read?
honestly,
Have you not
everyone's
read
been
the emails? Have you not read the emails? They're laughing.
no. Yeah, but they held their tongues. Okay, apparently. Remember? They said that.
Yeah, they
We don't
hold
want to
their
ruin it
tongues.
for you, Taylor, but yeah, you had such a high horse in the beginning.
Idiot.
Yeah, bullshit, Taylor. You didn't come up with that. Someone told you.
By the way, I will answer that one because that one's I've always blamed on you, but also I can truly say, you know what, Jimmy, I really thought was dead in Bride. There, when you said, and I'll always remember, and if we had the video of it, you could even show when you said that Jimmy was in a coma. I really didn't believe you. I thought you were just bullshitting me. The first time you said that, I thought you were lying. I truly thought he died in Bride. Afterwards, when he didn't, and I was talking, I'll be honest, I was not confident at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But I also thought that you did mention Chloe being in the last episode, Jimmy not. So I reminded myself of Will Smith and Focus and said, I just got to keep doubling the bet. So if he wasn't going to die this season, I would have said the same thing for season 9.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, he's got to go, right? Who cares about Jimmy?
I don't think you could have had him after everything they did to him. I don't see how you're like, yeah, he's back to normal. You had 10 episodes of just
Shit. Just absolute poopied on, dude.
the the happiest he was in those 10 episodes is when he was in a coma.
Maybe. He had Lois by him, and you know they don't get along.
I'm sorry, but even this scene, this episode proves I do not care. They belong together. Not on a relationship level whatsoever. They belong as being like best friends, as work, like perfect coworkers.
Well, maybe we'll get to see her cry for Jimmy when she finds out.
I don't know.
Hey, where's
Lois
Lois? Where'd she go?
Clark doesn't care.
She banging Cosmic Boy? Or
No,
Garth?
Garth is much of both.
I was like, oh, you know how to show me your
Joseph,
feelings.
she's having them fight over her. Runs in the family.
Hmm. Oh. Lucy.
No, I was gonna say Chloe.
Oh. Chloe shouldn't be alive, man.
Yeah, I was
She should
saying
have went out with
Chloe.
Davis.
I think it would have worked if it was, dude, this was too back and forth. It was too wishy-washy of like, no, I don't really love him, but then she really was like giving
I
sexy
thought I
eyes.
did. I thought I
Yeah,
loved
I
you.
thought I loved you, so
Like when you came in me, it felt crazy.
but don't worry, Davis. I'll always honor our baby. And then holds her tummy at the end.
Yeah, I don't know why she was doing that.
Because she did that over the pile of
Oh,
blood that was still
dude,
there.
no. I know what it was, bro. It passed on. That's how much he meant to her. Pancreatitis. It transferred. Davis left his essence of pancreatitis onto Chloe when he died.
That is our season finale. That full circle. Full circle. It always ends with
The essence
pancreatitis.
could not attach itself to anyone but a living body. Jimmy was dead in there, so the only person was Chloe. She's cursed. Got the big P now going on.
There's so much of that, it seems.
It sucks, man. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
I hope we don't get it.
I think it's only if we shit on Davis, dude.
I didn't do that. I did
Yeah.
not. Instead, I did his lover, who was once my lover.
Maybe.
Now, dude,
Clark is now Neo, bro. He's gonna go out in the streets and be Neo, dude.
I'm so exhausted. This I've never
Finale,
been like
man. We're done.
I was on top of the world. Oh, I
All right,
felt
so
like
we're
Jimmy.
definitely doing the fog after awards, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, everyone has until Sunday. You're listening to this on Tuesday. You have until Sunday.
You have until Sunday, pieces of shits.
Yeah. Yeah.
JKA, but
And
as before we go, the Two Nerdy Idiots, Somebody Save Me podcast. Shout out Tay. Wanted to leave that there as the last part of this finale. Thank you once again. Shout out Tay.
shout out to 2 more seasons. This is nuts.
2 more, man. But first, award show and then the fog. We're out of here, man. Catch us next week.
I hope I get scared.